Gentlemen, good evening and welcome into St. Louis Ambush Soccer right here on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS. Joey Zanaboni, happy to be joined by my partner Matt Rocchio. A critical game, a critical juncture for the St. Louis Ambush. Tonight at the Family Arena, a lot on the line as the Ambush take on the Kansas City Comets. This is the first game at home for new interim head coach Jeff Locker. Matt, how do you think this team responds after the resignation of head coach Greg Muir?
It's just the biggest rivalry they have. They're just undefeated and leading the league right now. It's going to be a tough one, but I think they're going to bounce back. I think we're going to see a heated Ambush team tonight.
No love lost to this I-70 rivalry, that's for sure. One thing helping this Ambush side tonight, a new goaltender, Pollo Cortez, just signed to the team, and I think he's going to be critical.
The question now is stability between the pipes. Can Pollo come in and give them that? It's going to be a defensive game today, Joey. Pollo's going to be crucial for the Ambush.
Kansas City, they are red hot right now, 6-0 to start the season, but what goes up must come down. Can the Ambush take down the only unbeaten team in the MASL tonight?
It's going to be defense. That's the question. They're the best defensive team in the league, the Comets are, so the question here is, can they hold them to below 6 or 7 goals? Can Pollo be big there? I'm thinking 5-4 is a winning score in this game for the Ambush. That's how it's going to have to play out.
Matt Rocchio, courageous enough to put a final score on this game. We're hoping it comes true. Ambush, Comets, 7:35 p.m. right here at the Family Arena in St. Charles. Stick around. We'll be back on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS right after this.
At Domino's, we're delivery experts. So when it comes to carry-out, our team members had a few thoughts on how to make it even safer and more convenient.
Deliver it. Deliver it.
Deliver it. Frisbee it.
So we went with what we do best. Delivery to your car. Introducing Domino's Carside Delivery.
Yep, truck's perfect.
We do the carrying out for you, contact-free, while you conveniently stay in your car.
Thank you.
Just pull up at the store, check in online, and we bring your food to you. Try Domino's Carside Delivery next time you carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
Help members access their money anytime, anywhere.
You're telling me that my Together Credit Union checking account has no minimums or monthly fees? And I can get cash for the game with Gary at pretty much any ATM?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Go team!
At Raising Cane's, we focus on getting it right every time. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Now hiring awesome crew. Apply at workatcanes.com.
Perfect. The color, the flowers. That's just the whole place looks amazing. I love it.
Sophia. Whatever happens, we're here to protect you. Thank you.
There's no room for fear in your dream home policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
The doctors of Signature Orthopedics are committed to providing the most advanced and innovative diagnostic, treatment, and if needed, surgical options available in the entire St. Louis region. With 22 orthopedic surgeons and pain management specialists, board certified in every aspect of orthopedic care, including sports medicine, we have you covered. From foot, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, elbow, wrist, and spine. Contact Signature Orthopedics today.
MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS. Joey Zanaboni, Matt Rocchio out here rowing the canoes for you. The Ambush and the unbeaten Kansas City Comets about to square off at Axios Field, the Family Arena in St. Charles. A great evening for soccer. The officials for tonight's match are brought to you by Capelli. Capelli is the official uniform sponsor of the MASL game officials. Tonight's officials are Brian Miller, Jim Mills, Jervis Atagana, and Matt Geringer. The official match ball about to be tapped off of the MASL is designed and produced by the good folks at Flight. Expertly designed for the indoor game. Flight is the premier partner of choice. Flight challenge everything. And speaking of challenges, this is a challenging juncture, a critical juncture right now for the St. Louis Ambush. Head coach Greg Muir resigns on January 5th. GM, co-owner Jeff Locker taking the reins. This is his first game at home as the head coach. Matt, how do you think these guys respond out there in the black jerseys tonight?
First of all, the jerseys are looking slick. It's an important game, though, Joey. I mean, it's your biggest rival. They're 6-0. You're coming off your roughest loss of the season. There's no need to mince words about that. And you have to bounce back. You're at home. This is your chance to bounce back. Again, there's still some injuries that have hit this team, but I think the big thing when we talk about injuries and maybe players who aren't going to be available, you got to look to the Comets today. Without Leo Gibson, their leading scorer, one of the best MASL players in history, and then, of course, Kevin Ellis, another important player. They're tied for their third leading scorer, also out for the Comets. So could this break the Ambush's way? I think there's a good chance.
It is definitely a different look for both teams out here tonight. Ambush coming off a split up in Tacoma, Washington. Took game 1 against Tacoma by a final score of 7-3. Did fall 15-5 in game 2. Long way back. Kansas City, they will make that trip to Tacoma later this weekend. This is actually their longest road trip of the year. It's going to be a lot of fun just down I-70, though, tonight, right here in St. Charles.
Oh, it's going to be an absolute match today. It's going to be a tough one. Defensive match is what I think we're going to predict. We're talking about the best defensive team in the league in the Comets, who are missing their best offensive players, so we can see how that's going to track their style of play also. It's just a huge part of this team's identity that's been missing this year for the Ambush is that defensive side. So that's going to be a huge thing for them. I predicted earlier in the game 5-4. That's an example of the kind of game the Ambush are going to have to play if they're going to come out with a win.
Kansas City, 6-0 so far this season with 18 points. They are going to go right to left, and they will take the opening tap. It's Rion Marquez who's going to be key for them tonight with Gibson sideline. Stefan Stokic, their acting head coach, saying Marquez will definitely have to step up, and he's going to play the opening tip back to Sosa, and John Sosa is going to rifle it right out of bounds on the Ambush side. It's Pollo Cortez in net tonight for the St. Louis Ambush. On the other side for the fellows from Kansas City, it's Nicolau Neto. And Cortez, just signed to a contract by the Ambush, is going to play one over the top into the Kansas City box. JT Thomas trying to close it down. It's swept aside by John Sosa after Neto got a piece. Ray Lee popping it on the far side toward Marquez. JT Thomas tries to tie it up. Marcel Berry trying to get in on the action as well. Challenged by Berry toward midfield, trying to slither on through was Marquez, and he might have been holding Berry off with the arm. Marquez is definitely frustrated by this call, but the foul will give the Ambush a free crack at it here just inside the Kansas City end. 30 seconds gone by here in the first quarter. Vadim Kochikov trying to weave through the Kansas City defense. Has it smacked away. Out of Yahic, helps out. Kochikov, a quick shot, it goes wide. Lee trying to chase it down. Walls putting some pressure on it. And for St. Louis, Tony Walls able to get it back to Sam Guernsey. Just a little bit wide on the shot. Lee gathers the rebound. His exit off the foot of Lucas Sosa. Takes a nice defensive effort there, going down to the turf to stop it up in Kansas City with Nacho Flores getting in the way. Ray Lee, St. Louis U product, playing it to Flores, center circle. Minute gone by now. Yahic, who has a lot of fans out in the stands tonight, some of his youth teams that he coaches here in the area have turned out for some great soccer before the game. Ambush able to spring Mo Ndiaye! Mo with 13:43 here in the first! Got me dancing like Megan Fox at a Machine Gun Kelly concert! Far side! Side shelf! 1-0 Ambush!
Cannot talk about how big of a goal that is. You can't talk enough about it. That is huge. We talked to Mo Ndiaye a little bit, just a little bit of chat pregame. He looked like he was absolutely locked in. I didn't necessarily think about a goal in the first couple minutes like that, but what a play by them. The long ball to Ndiaye, and at that point, you don't want to give him any opportunities. The whole game plan from the Comets was going to be limit his opportunities. He got one. He finished one.
Wow. What a player he is. 15 points now on the season to lead the St. Louis Ambush. Just a wonderful finish. Howard Miller Jr. got the assist, but Kansas City is going to immediately equalize the game.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want to see. You get up on them just like that. You got to get back. You got to get into your defensive setting. We talked to the new head coach, Locker, before the game. He talked about how it's going to be a lot more man-to-man defense. That's going to be more taxing, but the goal is to kind of cut away those easy zones, those easy runs where somebody isn't marking a man. Heavy man marking there. Somebody lost their man, and you saw what happened.
Christian Andaraus able to streak through and poke in an easy finish. It was Marquez who set him up. Andaraus, the UMKC Rue product. He got an easy goal there, empty net essentially as Marquez drew a little of that defensive attention, and just like that, 18 seconds separating the goals, we are back to level ground. Ambush trying to get tricky here on the tap. Kojikov came in after Walls kind of ran past it. Tony saying he touched the ball. Referee and crew clad in the lime green tonight saying Ambush will have to go back and do it again.
I like that little play they got going to get a quick look with Vadim with that seam. Good little play there by the Ambush. If they can execute it, I like it. Bad turnover.
Kojikov, he's played well. He had a goal here New Year's Eve. He is the team's leading scorer, and I like the idea as well. Ambush get it back on a restart here after we get going again. Andras equalizes. 1-1 here with about 13 to go in the first. Ambush trying to push ahead to Vadim Kojikov. Neto came way out of the box there on the near side and just was able to shuffle it by Vadim. He was frustrated he didn't get the takeaway there. Neto, who's been nursing a minor groin injury, was a little bit questionable for this game, ends up starting, and he's going to volley one back onto the Ambush end here. Good strong work at the top of the box by Richard Schmerman to get a skull on that, the 29-year-old from right here in St. Louis Mo.
Schmerman's going to be big tonight. Again, it's going to be a defensive game. I know we got 2 goals early, but surprise me if that pace keeps up. Schmerman's going to be a big part of the Ambush defense to hold down this Comet attack.
On a restart here, Schmerman gets a feed back in midfield, gives it to Big Mo. Mo goes over the top, seeking William Eske. Far corner, Kansas City side. Eske trying to get some turnage.
Great run there by Yahic, almost had him.
Flores stopped the momentum. Now it ends up back with Mo near side. Drops it back behind the goal. It's Schmerman with the left foot. Puts it in a helicopter and he sends it well over the goal.
Not ideal when you get deep in there. You didn't have them on their heels, but they had a good set. You want to keep possession. You want to get some opportunities, especially how good they did it right to start. A little disappointing there in the second main possession there for the Ambush. That first one was so good. Not just because they scored.
Robbie Cristo putting a little pressure on the ball. Cristo, another St. Louis U product. Marcel Berry trying to get to it. Kansas City on the attack now. Fending off an Ambush defender, Mike De Silva. Plays it all the way back through Neto. Eases it on with the putter to Ray Lee. Back to De Silva. Christian Briggs pressuring him. Good takeaway here. It's Yahic out the near side trying to get it to midfield. Stolen away by Flores and Lee. Lee with the left foot takes a shot from the yellow line and is grabbed with ease by Pollo. Went to a knee and easily able to gather that. Rolls it out to Berry. 11:25 left here in the opening quarter. Berry having some trouble clearing. Flores stepped in front of it, uses Cortez. Pushes launch, seeking Cristo Long, headed back by the Kansas City defense. Picked up midfield Berry.
They had a little bit of an unbalanced field that they didn't take advantage of. Good job by Andras to sprint back onto the field and take it away.
Briggs turning it to Miller down the far side. He's quickly stopped up. Kansas City looking for numbers on the counter.
Great defense there by the Comets.
De Silva tried to snake it into the Ambush end. It was rejected on the initial try. Gathered here by Lucia Tetsane. Tetsane sending Long off the chest and shoulder of Marquez. It hops harmlessly into the gloves of Pollo Cortez. Rolls loose to Vadim Kojikov. He gets a little blow from behind by James Tugba. Just a little shove there, but it was pretty apparent. It's whistled dead here as Kansas City, I believe, now has 3 fouls already in the game.
Something to keep your eye on as it goes. Bad turnover there.
Ambush give it away in deep. Marquez ends up with it at the top of the arc, and some nice defense from Schmerman. Goes to the turf to block that. It's swirled back into the middle, but dismissed by Berry.
Huge plays there from Schmerman and Berry on the defense and the clear, respectively. That was unbelievable. That was dangerous for the Comets.
Neto came way out into the public park to get it in the Kansas City end. Vadim was trying to chase him down again. Now Berry trying to take it out of the Ambush side. Stolen by Marquez, given outside to Togba, and chipped into the stands by the Ambush defense. MASL Primetime is the home for the best highlights, interviews, and action from the MASL each week. Catch the latest episode each Friday on MASL TV with Alex Boschovansky. That's MASL Primetime. Pollo, a nice save here on a chance by Kansas City. Rolls it long toward Miller. Walls helps him out. Howard stepping off the near side wall, trying to thread in the middle to Esque. Taken away by the Comets defense, rolled forward toward Matt Lewis. Lewis able to squeeze it to the far side. Absalom Solorio trying to center. Ambush defense holds once again. Miller, who had the assist on the goal by Mo, just $1.17 into the game. Surfs it into the Kansas City end, and he goes to the bench to get a little rest. Ambush being anchored by Schmerman in the back. Good takeaway, and he rolls it all the way forward for Mo. Familiar position for NDI. Footwork wonderful, but Ray Lee crashes the party. Lee able to strip it away in the box. Good vision there from Schmerman to get it to Mo. Looked like he might have a chance of that second strike already.
Schmerman having a huge game. That was a crucial pass there, unfortunately, in DI. One touch more, and he probably sets that one up perfectly. Again, we're talking about the league leader in assists with NDI. He was in a dangerous position there. Ambush have to convert on those ones. They're not going to get a lot of them here. Comets are going to close this door a little bit here.
9 apples on the season for Mo. He was solid here on New Year's Eve against Dallas. Had a beauty of an assist on a head ball by Kojikov. Kansas City controls in the Ambush end out of the far corner. Pop to the top of the arc. Ambush able to corral, and now on the break. This is Sam Guernsey. Guernsey finds a little daylight and just rips it wide on the ground. Regathered by JT Thomas. Bangs it off the board in deep. Got it in the middle, but it's knocked back outside. Briggs ran through it. Kansas City able to take away. Comes across the yellow line. Loose for Mo to claim with 8:20. Gives it Thomas trying to turn. Defense wonderful from Lee. Got a boot on that to prevent the shot from going through.
Mo was setting up a perfect little give and go there with JT Thomas. I don't know if Thomas saw that because he didn't. The second part of the give and go wasn't there, but NDI had set it up perfectly.
Lucas Sosa trying to push his way through the Ambush defense. There's Schmerman again. Physical defense on the near side board, and he's whistled for it. Ending up down Sosa. Lucas, the 5'9", 160 attacker out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. He just celebrated his 29th birthday on the 29th. And he sets up a free chance here for the Kansas City Comets. John Sosa, another guy that Stokic identified pregame as having to step up with Leo Gibson out. He'll be the one to do the honors, it appears. He taps it. Lucas Sosa gave it a rip. Ambush defense, able to prevent it from getting through. It popped out to Lee. Give down deep to Marquez, and Marquez goes top shelf. That's money for Kansas City with 7:48 to go in the first. Comets, they've scored 2 unanswered to go up 2-1.
That's just a risky mistake that Marcel Barry can't let happen. I mean, he took a risk trying to get in front and steal that pass. And, I mean, as soon as you get Rian Marquez right like that in front of the goalie one-on-one, it's usually going to be game over. That's a risk that Marcel Barry just can't take in that moment.
Media timeout here with about half the time gone in the first quarter. Rian Marquez at the 7:48 mark. He makes his mark and makes it 2-1. Marquez has been solid this year on the field for Kansas City. That's 6 goals for him now on the season. He's also doing quite a bit of good work off the field. Marquez raising money and raising awareness for a cause that's very close to his heart. If you didn't know, in December, in his home country of Brazil, dealing with a lot of flooding and some dangerous situations that come as a part of that. He is raising money for his community down there in Itabuna, Brazil, and best of luck to Rian with that. He gets the goal to make it 2-1 here in the first. Matt, a little bit of a tough turn here for the Ambush. How do they stay in the game?
They got to finish their chances. They're getting great looks deep in their attacking third, but the extra pass just isn't there. This has been a problem for them a lot of this season. One of the reasons the offense has stalled out in some of these losses is because the extra pass just isn't there. Be more patient. Vision's got to be cleaner, and you just got to pick out that extra pass. I'm sure Guernsey there was trying to get a hard rebound off the boards there, but he had 3-on-1 essentially with the defender and the goalie. Put that across the field. Pass it around a little bit. Make the goalies work a little bit more. We saw that in the very first goal for the Comets. They made Pollo work, and it was an easy goal. There's no reason that you shouldn't be making Neto work the same way.
Goal by Marquez, his 6th of the year, the difference in the game right now. Anderaus also on the board for this Kansas City Comets team. That was his 2nd goal that came within 20 seconds of Mo NDI scoring for the 5th time this season to open up a 1-0 Ambush lead. That's just a memory at the moment. Ambush, who let one get away on New Year's Eve here at home against Dallas, trying to keep this one winnable here. Still plenty of time to go at the Family Arena. That was a tough one against the Sidekicks. 2-2 with about 10 minutes to go in the third, and then Dallas just kind of blitzed us, ended up winning 8-3. Ambush rebounded well in Tacoma game 1, won it 7-3. Before suffering a tough loss 15-5 to conclude the action up there in beautiful Kent. call that Guernsey doesn't like near side. He was whistled for a foul. Quick strike on the restart by Togba. Blocked by the ambush defense. And now Pollo playing here through Briggs. Pressure coming from Kansas City as we slip under 7. A giveaway in deep far corner. Recovery well by Guernsey. He went down to the turf and ended up sending Andaraus down in the corner. No whistle. Andaraus is still down on one knee, and the whistle will come out.
Ooh, Christian Andaraus limping over here.
Just
down by the ambush goal. Looks like he got twisted his ankle.
Just, I think, a twist. But he is injured, and going gingerly over to the Kansas City bench, the UMKC product who scored in this game got a takeaway in deep, and it took the effort by Guernsey. He got the ball and then ends up down on the turf. Matt, what do you think about that one?
100% clean tackle. Great play by Guernsey, but that's the third or fourth kind of miracle sliding tackle the ambush have needed to stop a clear scoring chance for the Comets. You can't let that keep happening. We still got 7 minutes left, almost in the first. That's a bad trend right now in this game.
Oh, Walls to Kojakov in deep. Neto came sliding out, boots first.
We might have another whistle here too. Vadim is down.
And Kojakov is down. The leading scorer for the ambush is down in the Kansas City box, and he looks hurt.
That was a hard hit he took right in the feet. Him and Neto crashed together. Neto obviously didn't take the brunt of it. Vadim did.
Bava, he is still down. He is clutching at his left leg, lower left leg, it looks like. And the athletic training staff has come out to check on him. Set up, Kojakov.
That's a rough one.
Toward the top of the arc, and Neto coming out feet first.
Yeah, he just gets completely dug under and just, did a good job of stopping himself from taking a face full of turf. That was a rough tackle there from Neto. He looks like he got ball, but Vadim went in there hard, both feet. That was a rough one.
Tough moment here. Kojakov, he's got 8 goals on the season. He had the equalizer on the 31st right here at the Family Arena against Dallas to make it 2-2 in the third. He has been able to get to his feet, and this is a good sign, but he's moving very gingerly and limping toward the ambush bench. All the best to Vadim Kojakov. Neto giving him a friendly pat here. Sportsmanship, obviously, nothing dirty about the tackle, I think. I think he was coming out to get the ball. That's how it looks on the replay. There were some guys shrugging shoulders on the field. It looked like it was relatively clean, though, from up here.
Jeff Locker talked before the game about how one of the best parts of this ambush team this year has been their transition game. One of the main reasons for that is Vadim Kojakov. And so to lose him like that in a game where if you ever get an opening, you have to take advantage of it, this could be a tough loss for the ambush.
And he is going to the locker room, or at least into the tunnel. It looks like he has stopped in the tunnel, being checked out there with 6:27 to go in the first. Ambush down 2-1, and now playing temporarily at least without their leading scorer. Kansas City in the ambush end. Stolen away by Will Niamsi. He will take it out for St. Louis across the midway line. Has Miller flying down the far side. Miller tries to tap it toward the corner. Interrupted rudely by the Kansas City defense. They spring Ray Lee. Lee inside the yellow line now. He will dump all the way back toward the midway stripe. Lucas Sosa gathers, left foot, knocks it off the derriere of Barry. Walls able to grab the loose change. Barry streaking out with it. Barry trying to thread through the Kansas City defense. John Sosa got in front of him, and Sosa sent him down to the turf. Sosa whistled for a foul. Barry, I think, wanted a blue card to come out.
Not a completely ridiculous request from Marcel Barry. That was a rough tackle, though. Good job by him playing it off into the middle. He had Howard Miller Jr. really streaking across the opposite side of the field. That was going to be dangerous for the ambush if they could make it work. Unfortunately, Sosa got in the way. Kind of a good job getting his body right in there.
These two teams tied for the MASL lead with 8 power play goals apiece. We have not yet seen an advantage in this game. Mo on a ball played off the wall trying for a, well, I'm not going to call it a bicycle. I'm going to call that a unicycle type of kick over his head, but it goes just a little bit high.
Not sure what kind of spin he would have had to put on that to put it in the goal, but it would have been impressive.
You ever ride a unicycle?
I've tried.
Well, you're a braver man than I. I can't even say that I've ever tried. Though if I do, I can guarantee I'll be wearing the full mime makeup when I get on it. Kansas City on the attack. Marquez trying to spin. Pollo got a piece. Hit off Guernsey in deep, who is in the box, and it's recycled all the way back through Tetsane. Briggs crashes through against him.
Kansas City really wanted a handball on Guernsey down on the ground there.
Marquez feeding to the far side with 5 to go here in the first. Kansas City trying to set up a little triangulation in deep. Bit of a miss hit on the feed through the middle. A bad idea. Tetsane just sent it a little bit high, bounced through. Now SK on the attack for the ambush. SK.
That was textbook passing for the Comets.
Through to JT Thomas. Thomas, who hasn't scored in a couple of games, if he can get going, St. Louis will have more than its fair chance here against this unbeaten Kansas City side tonight. And Comets launching. Tetsane, the head of the ambush defender. Couldn't quite get it through. Niamsi recycles it back through. Schmerman, who's been key all game, feeding outside to Yahic. Extinguished here by Matt Lewis on the Kansas City end. Played back by Flores through Neto. He's going to surf it out. Remember, just one possession before the keeper. Team's own end this year in the MASL. Looked like a hand near side corner ambush side there, and it was. Rian Marquez on the hand. And he got that hand on the official match ball of the MASL. It's designed and produced by the good folks at Flight. Expertly designed for the indoor game. Flight is the premier partner of choice. Flight, challenge everything. 3:56. Yahic gets a feed from Cristo on the outside. Yahic trying to weave it back toward the middle. Dumps back through Barry instead. Pop to Schmerman. Yahic trying to flick on. Cristo, little space to turn. Yahic trying to gather at the top of the arc. Lee able to crowbar it away. SK grabs it back toward the midway line. Niamsi feeding outside to Briggs. To Cristo inside, and Cristo either had it hit off his foot or had it hit away from him. He said it went off Kansas City. It went up and out of bounds toward the ambush bench. They will say it was off Kansas City. And the ambush with a quick restart. Walls feeding Niamsi near side corner. Trying to get through a double team. And the defense strong there by Marquez. And Adam James closed it down, and now Marquez, calm, cool, collected, giving the lead.
That was the exact word I was going to use. That was clean, the way Marquez redirected that. And he was just about to go in the bench, and he redirected again. He is quality, and there's a blue card.
Uh-oh. Marquez got a feed as he was climbing onto the bench, and it looked like he was about to really get onto the bench.
Oh, he was. That was open for him.
And then Briggs kind of came in and tried to take it away. Down went Marquez. A blue card did come out, and things being worked out here. Marquez is down in front of the Kansas City bench, and he is down on his back here. Rian Marquez, who scored tonight to make it 2-1. And this is going against Kansas City. It was not on Briggs on the takedown. It's going against Kansas City for too many men. Some confusion on the switch. St. Louis will benefit.
Got to take advantage of it here. This is the little things. You're down 2-1. It's been a tight first against the best team in the league. If you don't take advantage of these opportunities, you're not going to win these kind of games. That's just the fact.
8 power play goals this season for the St. Louis Ambush.
So where's JT Thomas?
See if we can make this 9.
Where is JT Thomas? He'll be right there at the
right
restart.
By the ball, I believe.
Those are the 2 guys you should circle. If you're watching this right now, we're going to make sure we talk about them a lot too. Mo and DI, JT Thomas, they are the power play masters here with the ambush. One of the best the assist leader in the league there with NDI, and then JT Thomas, an absolute monster on the power play.
We had a chance to catch up with one of JT's mentors, Ross McGregor, an ambush alumni who is a good friend of JT's. Had a chance to interview him, talk with him. That'll be on KTRS on Sunday at halftime. Stick around here on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS during halftime tonight. New head coach Jeff Locker, also general manager, co-owner. He will give us the skinny on the changes with the ambush and how he sees this team operating going forward. Greg Muir, again, the head coach at the start of the season, resigning January 5th. Interim head coach is Mr. Locker himself. Ambush on the attack. Thomas going in deep to Schmerman. Had Mo backdoor. Couldn't get it under control. Feeds it back through walls. Kojakov has returned. Up top. And it tipped by the Kansas City defense. Up in the air. Headed by Walls to Schmerman. Down deep was Thomas. He just couldn't get it toward Neto to thread it on home.
They really do just take advantage of these power plays. The ball moves well. Everyone else moves well. It was a beautiful setup there. Thomas just a little bit too much, and the angle from NDI wasn't right.
Oh, Schmerman off the wall in deep.
Ooh.
banged it toward the middle, and it was knocked out by the Kansas City defense into the first row. Ambush will get a free strike at this with $1.49. Ali Sodal is serving the penalty for Kansas City. Just under a minute left on this power play for St. Louis. Mo is 3 on the wall. What a tip by JT Mostaza!
What?
You called it, baby!
Goal. And who passed it? Who scored it? Mo NDI to JT Thompson. How about that little flick with the right foot? Came to his left side. He let it go by. Bam! Right foot behind him. A beautiful little flick. That's the thing you see on every highlight tape and you want to do in the backyard. And they pulled it off beautifully. I mean, chef's kiss from NDI and Thomas. I told you, they're the straw that stirs the drink on the power play. They're the killers, and they got one done there.
Reminds me of the goal off the restart they scored against Milwaukee December 19th. Very similar setup with JT down deep right around the goal, able to flick one in off the pass by Mo. That's the 10th assist of the season for Mo NDI. It's the 6th goal of the season for JT Thomas. We are tied 2-2 with about $1:30 left in the first. Kansas City trying to respond quickly again. Lucas Sosa bangs one just wide. It's deuces. Can we keep it that way? Kansas City, they're known to respond very quickly as they did to that first goal. Ambush able to corral the attack. 9 power play goals now for St. Louis on the season. Team hasn't been amazingly efficient, have had plenty of chances on power plays this season. Needed that one, though, and got it done. And continuing to find the back of the net against this KC side. Oh, header almost punctures the tie. Second chance, won't do it either. Matt Lewis with the header just a little wide, and the second chance, Poyo able to get it into the mousetrap. Now Cristo banging one off the board in front of Neto. Got a glove on that, tipped it away. Yahic is down on the attack for the ambush. He's going to get back up, 38 seconds to go.
Surprised he's not sprinting for a switch.
Yahic wants to stay in for about the final half minute of this first quarter. Again, Kojakov, good news, did return after that leg injury.
Risky challenge there from Yahic.
John Sosa, the beneficiary, took it into the ambush end. Bit of a miss hit here by Sosa. I don't know if he was shooting or crossing, but ends up in the middle, smothered by Poyo. 14 seconds, ambush, give it away. It's Nacho Flores on a takeaway for Kansas City.
It's hard not to get immediately frustrated at the lazy passing.
Oh, Poyo tried to clear, loose in the box, quick shot went wide, off the foot of De Silva, and the final second will expire, thankfully. We'll stay tied 2-2.
I gotta sit down.
Matt Rocchio, he is pure relief right now. 2-2, we do remain. A great chance late for Kansas City on a takeaway by Flores. Luckily, it goes just wide off the foot of De Silva. We're going to stay tied 2-2 right here on MASL TV, the Big 550 KTRS.
Treat yourself to the fino things in life.
When I owned a small soccer business, I learned firsthand how tough being a small business owner can be. It was difficult keeping up with our accounting and taxes on top of running the business. Struggling to find help, I knew there had to be a better way. At CPAs for Hire, we understand the challenges small business owners face because we've been there. We take a personal approach to understanding your unique accounting, tax, and advisory needs, and customize affordable solutions that will help your business grow. We want to take this stress off your plate so you can focus on what you do best, running your business. Contact CPAs for Hire today to get your business on the right track.
Members access their money anytime, anywhere.
You're telling me that my Together Credit Union checking account has no minimums or monthly fees? And I can get cash for the game with Gary at pretty much any ATM?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Go team.
Boney, Matt Rocchio up here in the crow's nest for you. Deuces as we start quarter deuce. Ambush, a goal from Thomas assisted by Mo at the end of that second part, at the end of the first quarter. A second goal to equalize things and then just narrowly escaping what looked like it might be a go-ahead goal from De Silva. Pollo able to corral a bouncing ball here after Mo tapped it off to start this second piece of pie. Cortez in the back, chipping way over the top, wanted Mo, headed back by the Kansas City defense. Briggs tried to tap on to Miller, and now Barry. Marcel uses the putter from the far corner. Mo trying to wrap it around into the middle. Briggs was crashing. It's been a point of emphasis here for new coach Jeff Locker, getting that defense up and trying to make defense into offense. See if maybe it'll help net that go-ahead goal. Ambush led for less than 20 seconds in the first quarter. When Mo struck, he gives here to Miller. His shot blocked very capably. Good step in front there by Togba.
Talk about defense being important in this game, and for the Ambush, talking to Jeff Locker before the game, he had one simple phrase that really stuck with me. Drag it early, win it late. That's the way the Ambush are going to win this game from Jeff Locker. Play hard defense, keep it close, play hard the entire game, get one late. I like it.
to Miller, and that one stopped up by Neto. Scramble forward on the far side. Looked like Guernsey maybe came through a little bit hard there. Actually, Schmerman there coming through against Andras, the UMKC product, who does have a goal tonight for Kansas City.
St. Louis picked up a delay of game warning in that stoppage.
Neto
has been a point of emphasis from the MASL over the last week.
Cleared it into the Ambush end. Ambush trying to get it out. Ray Lee bursting through. Tries to feed a teammate. It looked like Felipe Abreu, Adam James, actually used the arm there to keep it alive and keep it from going into the stands.
Lower shoulder.
Oh, good save from Pollo Cortez. Lee had a chance to open up, and Cortez able to get some mitts on it. Ambush attack. Pass a little bit behind JT Thomas. Trying to spin against James. Dumps it back to Guernsey.
Guernsey switching out, tells him to slow it down. Niamsi coming on. SK Schmerman, Niamsi, Christo, JT Thomas switching out. Let's see who the fifth attacker is going to be. It looks like
Kojikov, who had that injury in the first. Glad he is back and looking like he's moving well.
Looking spry. Are they going to try to get it in here to Christo as he bodies him up right there in the center? Big man.
Kojikov, go off a Kansas City defender, trying to get it toward the box. James trying to close him down. Kojikov staying with the play. Tipped it at the top of the arc. Chance on there. Niamsi put it through the middle. Christo was in the area. Ultimately, Neto pouncing on it.
Bounce went exactly the Ambush's way. Unfortunately, can't finish. And a good start here from the Comets.
St. Louis.
Marquez is so good on the holdup. But what a play. What a play by SK.
Able to take it away from Marquez. SK trying to weave through the defense. Poked away slightly. Neto able to dismiss. Schmerman able to gather it at the end of the hallway. Far corridor to SK.
See Neto using that anterior-posterior chain to really wall off the defender from the ambush. You know what the anterior-posterior chain is?
I'm not sure.
At your butt.
Okay. I'm going to add that to my list of synonyms for the backside area. Launched over the top here by Flores.
He used it well, just completely walled off the ambush defender.
Guernsey ends up with it. 11:24 to go here in the second. Joey Zanaboni, Matt Rocchio opening up the thesaurus. And we are happy to have that open for you right here on MASL TV, as well as the Big 550 KTRS. Make sure you are with us on KTRS this season. All home games broadcast live on radio or on the 550 KTRS app. Shout out to Mark Moser, St. Louis soccer legend, Ambush, Steamers, Mr. Moser, who's over there at KTRS, he is their sales director and great voice for the Ambush over there. He hosts a show about St. Louis soccer every week, helping us to get our interview with Jeff Locker and on Sunday with Ross McGregor up on KTRS. So shout out to Mark, one of the all-time legends here in the St. Louis area.
Amen to that.
Kansas City bowling it around in the ambush zone. The steal away. John Sosa grabbed by the feet of Pollo Cortez. He did play for the ambush down in Dallas December the 4th. This is his second game as the starter for St. Louis. Pollo being tested here at the Family Arena. Gave up a couple in the first quarter, but has kept St. Louis for sure in the game. Tests coming. Marquez trying to spin at the top of the box.
Niamsi anticipated where he was going to go with the ball. Perfect play there by the defender. That was huge.
Now Miller breaks it loose. Sane on the defense.
Getting fancy with it, Howard.
Miller dumps it back just beyond the yellow line to Esquet. He'll walk it back toward midfield as we slip under 10 to go here in the second quarter. 4 goals, 2 apiece.
And D.I. and Thomas on the pitch at the same time.
And usually that is a good sign for the ambush. Barry over to Schmerman. Mo has scored. He's picked up an assist. Thomas, the other goal, feeds him toward that far corner. Tapped away by John Sosa. Gets loose for a feed by Nacho Flores. Mo comes back on the defense.
He's got to get some more stickum on that back heel. It's betrayed him a couple times this game.
Got the steal there on the far side. Ambush taking the time here.
Great steal.
Stepping in front of JT Thomas was Matt Lewis. Give outside. Quick shot. Cortez able to stop up another chance for De Silva.
Pollo's ability to stick with the rebound has been so crucial to this game. It doesn't matter if he's got a foot in his face, a body right in front of him. Pollo Cortez is sticking with these rebounds and keeping the ambush in this game.
Togba from the gold stripe. Dumping back through Lewis.
Oh, another risky tackle.
Cortez.
Ambush got away with that.
He's also played for San Diego. Fill in for the Sockers. Played with them in early December as well. Helps to engineer a clearance, quick shot.
They're going to call handball on him collecting it.
It ended up in the back of the net, but you're right. There's a yellow card out, and it looks like Guernsey is very frustrated by this call. Whistle dead, what looked like it might be a go-ahead goal is coming back, and Guernsey is going on a free vacation. Officially, it's going to go down as a delay of game. And Guernsey, he got it on the far side. He had his arm up. Did he actually touch it was the question. Referees say yes. It was a beautiful shot, far side. He was flummoxed by the call.
A bummer of a call to go against the ambush. That's kind of one, you can take it or leave it on that one.
It's going down as 5 minutes for Guernsey. And again, he was flying down the far side.
That's a tough call to make on the fly. I'll just say that. It's a tough call to make on the fly.
Ball had plenty of helium in it. Took it down to the turf and unfortunately gets whistled for a delay of game. He's out for the next 5, but we stay 5-on-5 here out on the turf. Penalty comes with about 8.5 left here in the second. Ambush trying to get a quick strike off of it. Neto coming way out of his area to bust up an attack. Walls ends up in a collision here with Marquez, helps him up. Walls whistled for a foul. And there's some confusion down there on the turf as to which way this is going. One of the members of the refereeing crew is pointing, saying it should be the ambush ball. It actually looks like that's what the call is going to be. They're going to give this foul to Kansas City.
I think the ambush really lost the chance for a quick restart there that they should have had.
Stefan Stokic is as confused as everybody else, trying to talk to the refereeing crew. But the ambush do restart. Leaking it back to midfield through Nico Caritas. Finding Kojikov here far side. Kojikov weaves through the middle. Vava. Triangulated back to Schmerman. Marcel Berry. Hardly any space for him to get through.
It's a conservative shift right now.
Off the wall.
For the ambush, they were just keeping one guy back no matter what, almost 2 guys back. They was going to be hard to penetrate that umbrella that the Comets had in front of them.
Found Mo briefly. Ball recycled back all the way to Cortez. Pollo playing to Esque. Now it's Niamsi.
Numbers.
Will toward Mo. What did the flick on? Fortuitous bounce to Vadim. Goes well wide. Niamsi tried to regather. Stolen away by Solorio.
Outside boot shots are hell. It's a tough one for Vadim because that fell right to him. But an outside boot shot on a volley like that, accuracy's going to be low.
Togba on the attack for Kansas City. Tried to step by Schmerman. Took a tumble. Schmerman saying it was of his own accord. Referee and crew disagree.
Yeah, he got
Schmerman here for a foul.
Yeah, he got a foot in there. It was a good tackle. It was a great attempt. The fact that he was able to almost get across. Togba did a great job of moving the ball from his left, from the inside to his outside foot. If he doesn't do that, it's probably a clean tackle. That was a great move by the offensive player. Schmerman, nothing to be ashamed of.
Sosa on the restart. Looked like it might have been going an inch or two wide. Pollo taking no chances. Got some mitts on it. Deflected it even wider. Flores gathers for Kansas City midfield. Played through Neto as we get under 7.
It's shocking that there's just under 7 minutes left to go, and the Comets haven't had the amount of attempts or really chances they had in that first quarter. And it's going to bite me here.
He was sent down by a Kansas City defender. That was Lucas Sosa, who leads the charge. Feeds outside. Lewis off the wall. Has a friend in front. It's John Sosa who tips it past Pollo to make it 3-2 Comets.
I'd open my mouth. That was a great play by the Comets. Really, it was impressive the way the ambush had held them up until that point in this second quarter. But then a bad turnover, some contact, goes either way. And then Sosa, he's one of the best offensive players on this team. He gets an easy pass there. You put it down to the middle. You need a great rebound. That's how you use the boards correctly. A great play there. And unfortunately, Pollo gets a hand on it. But that's a goal for the Comets. They take a 3-2 lead here, and that really could have been a save.
6th goal of the season for John Sosa. We had a chance to see him at the Central Cup preseason tournament held here at the Family Arena. Boy, he was sharp in that Central Cup. Very good player, and again, he has made it 3-2 Kansas City with 6:25 left to go here in the second stanza. Remember, fans, the official practice facility for the St. Louis Ambush is Veta. Veta has 9 locations in the St. Louis metro area. Check them out at vetasports.com. The Ambush are also proud to partner with Club Fitness this season. Club Fitness is locally owned and operated since 1983. We encourage you to lift local and join the club today. Get more information by visiting clubfitness.us. Ambush down by a tally. We're about 6 away from half. All in all, doing what Jeff Locker was talking here with this team about before the game. Jeff saying, hey, got to stay in it, win it at the end. I think we're still in position to do that, aren't we?
Yeah, 1 goal, especially with the way they've been playing here in the second quarter, isn't anything to fret about just yet. Like I was saying right before, again, it completely bit me in the ambush, on the backside. It was impressive how much they had kept the ball in their attacking half and outside of the Comets' attacking half that entire second quarter. Up until that point, it finally broke through, unfortunately. So if they just keep playing like they have, late in that first, early here in the second, they can get this game back under control and obviously take a lead.
No need to fret. Ambush down by a tally, but still very much alive. Not a ton of teams can say that against Kansas City this season. It's the 3rd meeting between these two sides. First one, the final result was extremely close right here at the Family Arena. Season opener between St. Louis and Kansas City. Really 5-4. There's an empty net. Goal late by Kansas City to make it 6-4. We've shown we can hang with these Comets, but coming into this game, a +22 goal differential for Kansas City. They've been steamrolling teams, so to be within striking distance against them here is certainly a positive sign.
And obviously you can't take away how big of a loss Leo Gibson is to the Comets. This is a guy who's been the leading scorer or tied as a leading scorer in 5 of their 6 games. He's the leading scorer in the league, so without him, the Ambush have to take advantage.
Tetsane taking it down the far side. Ambush defense does just enough to slow him up. Cleared. Lee reclaims. Tetsane grabs it for Kansas City. And Leo Gibson, we thought maybe he'd be chasing a little bit of history tonight. 6 points away from becoming the all-time points leader, tied for it in MASL history. He's got 392 in his illustrious career. As fate would have it, though, in the health and safety protocols, not able to be with Kansas City tonight. This Kansas City team is on their way to Kent, Washington to take on Tacoma. That's on Sunday. will take a quick trip back across the state and then fly up to Washington. St. Louis remaining right here at the Family Arena. Oh, chance opens up, and a good save by Pollo deprives Mirko Sandovari. A quick chance and a good save with the boot there by Pollo. St. Louis taking on the Chihuahua Savage right here on Sunday, 3:05. It's going to be a great day out here in St. Charles as the Savage side travels up for the first time to St. Louis. This is going to be their longest trip of the year. They played out in California, and now a chance to get to the Midwest. You got to come out and see the Ambush as they take on Chihuahua. Tickets and more information available at stlambush.com. Can't be out here with us at Axios Field. Make sure you're with us on the Big 550 and MASL TV. Restart, far side.
Interesting move here from the Ambush. We'll see what do they have to attack this strong Comet defensive shell, because they haven't been able to break through. And Cristo, just a unforced error. Last thing you need to see here from the Ambush.
Trying to cross it in the Kansas City end, ends up launching it into the first row of seats. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, standings, and in-depth features. Bookmark the page now so you don't miss a note. That's MASLsoccer.com. Kansas City going to get another restart. This time on an SK foul just inside the St. Louis end. Acceleration here by Togba into the far corner. SK trying to stop him up. Togba trying to turn with it. Thomas able to get to a bouncing ball, taps it back through Niamsi. Ambush trying to break it out of the defensive end. Niamsi off the wall. Thomas couldn't quite get to it. Threaded to Togba from John Sosa. He's got the difference in the game right now on his card. 3-2, only goal of the second. Niamsi still trying to get out of trouble. Is swarmed by Comet attackers, including Matt Lewis. KC able to take it away once again. On far side, Togba just in front of the Ambush bench. Kansas City exerting its will here. Over the top, wanted Lewis far corner. Briggs, Walls able to get it under control. Guernsey's about to come back after that 5-minute delay of game penalty. Walls on the near side being jostled.
They don't like that call. I believe it's going to go against Nacho. They do not like that call at all. That was actually a really good defensive play by Nacho. He had the ball just pinned with Wall's foot, and Wall wasn't going anywhere with it. That was a good defensive play, I think.
Nacho, Flores, and John Sosa on the pressure, and indeed it was Nacho decided for the foul. Niamsi rolls it far side. Kansas City end. Walsh was trying to get to it. Sealed off by Neto. Clearance not clean. Grabbed by Caritas. Yahic and Mo off the Ambush bench. ONDI with 3 left here. The second give to Kojakov. Header, plenty of oomph to it, but into the hands of Neto.
Beautiful setup there. Mo NDI is having a game tonight. He's going to be crucial. He can do
lead.
A couple more of those, they're going to win this game.
Got it around one defender. Mo able to poke it away. Briggs trying to get control. Christian trying to work to the far side. Stopped up by Flores. Sosa give to Flores. Across the equator here. Finding Nacho again. Briggs all over him. Briggs able to thread it down the near side wall to Kojakov. Footwork clinical. Lost it though, getting it toward the arc. Grabbed away by Tetsane. Tetsane content just to feed it outside. De Silva will send it back through the recycling plant. Rolled forward toward Togba. Tried to step around Briggs. They're getting Briggs here for a foul, and Briggs is just shaking his head. Togba looked like he just kind of tried to step around.
He was trying to step around there. Caught a little bit knee-on-knee contact there as Togba was trying to change direction, and Briggs was coming up to contest the ball. So that's probably going to go against you every time. Briggs doesn't like it because Togba looks like he's kind of flying that way anyway, but definite knee-to-knee contact there.
John Sosa has it punched over the bar by Pollo. One of the most lethal restart guys in the league. Good shot, good save. On the other side, Miller is thwarted by Neto, who came out of the box, and a little collision here. Miller's down.
Not the first touch you needed from Howard Miller Jr. A beautiful
home or office and drop it off once the work is complete. Simply schedule your appointment online at cabledahmer.com to get started.
Califino Tequila. Treat yourself to the fino things in life.
Select Physical Therapy is focused on patient safety now more than ever before. Select's centers remain open and offer a safe environment for you to receive physical therapy services. You don't need a doctor's referral to begin care and start feeling better today. Select Physical Therapy also offers telerehab, so you can easily connect with a licensed therapist through web-based technology that is HIPAA compliant, right from the comfort of your home. Visit selectphysicaltherapy.com to schedule an appointment. Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
Hey, welcome back to Primetime, everyone. So last season was a big step forward for the St. Louis Ambush. The club made the postseason for the first time in its MASL existence. Okay, so every team made the playoffs last year since only 7 organizations were able to compete. But in all seriousness, the Ambush did post a winning record for the first time ever, which is saying something considering just how competitive the league was last season. Well, this year, St. Louis has been building on that experience, and they've been looking pretty good so far. We take a closer look at the Ambush today in our Primetime Spotlights.
Right there, waiting for it. He springs it loose. Thomas with plenty of real estate. Thomas against Neto, gives you a brand. It's in! It's
The excitement is off the charts this year in St. Louis, building on a campaign in 2021 that saw the Ambush qualify for the postseason and post a winning record for the first time in the MASL.
Yeah, last season was definitely a crazy season. Luckily here in St. Louis, we were able to have a season. Really benefit, the talent, benefit the players. But then, and I think it just helps us going forward on kind of how we build a tradition here in St. Louis. Reaching the playoffs last year, that was a huge step for us, and hopefully leading us into a good season this coming season too.
With an influx of new players on the roster, the squad is still developing the all-important chemistry that's needed.
It's taken a little bit of time to get the guys to go ahead and gel. We brought in 10 new players from last season. Looked at kind of what I want to consider to be a little bit of a youth movement within the squad. So getting those players to gel has been it's been fun. It's been interesting. I think we've had some good games. We've had some bad games, and I think that's what we're going to see going forward.
Week 6 of play was a perfect example of what Jeff Locker is talking about. A road trip to Tacoma brought out both sides of the team. A big win on Friday, a big loss on Sunday. But one new addition that's been a constant threat is leading scorer Mo Ndiaye, who last played with Baltimore 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, I think Muhammad's done a phenomenal job coming into the season, adapting to the team. He's a big, strong presence.
And getting the experience, Mo Ndiaye!
If you look at what he does with his body, how he moves off the ball, he just does a great job of getting there. And, he's been a breath of fresh air for us and getting some goals, so it's been nice.
There's no shortage of offensive weapons. Vadim Kojikov is averaging over a point per game. Ado Djokic has been lethal as well. And Ambush veteran JT Thomas just continues to produce.
Touched over to JT, the shot, he scores! The Englishman JT Thomas wins it in overtime.
JT is an ultimate professional for us. He has been working hard in the offseason. He was one of the leaders all of offseason, organizing the guys, getting the guys to come together early on. JT's just been working really, really, really hard, and I think it shows in JT's play.
Locker also praises midfielder Lucas Almeida, now in his 7th year with the Ambush.
You know, Lucas has been a long-term leader for this squad. You know, we've missed him in some of the early games. He's been integral in kind of getting the players to gel now, and I think going forward, having Lucas in the lineup for us is going to be huge.
St. Louis had a surprise coaching change recently with the abrupt resignation of bench boss Greg Muir. Jeff Locker has been filling in as interim coach, and he's optimistic as to what this team can accomplish once the squad gels completely.
I think we will be in the playoffs. Just the way that the team's coming together is going to be huge, and I think the better we play, the more fan support we're going to have here in St. Louis, and we're going to build some good momentum.
Club Fitness knows St. Louis. We live local in our town. We work, we laugh, we give back, we sweat, support, and connect. We work every day to support your fitness goals and our community's needs. We've had your support for 35 years. We will always be there for you. Make a difference in your life and our community, because lifting local lifts everybody.
Help members access their money anytime, anywhere.
You're telling me that my Together Credit Union checking account has no minimums or monthly fees? And I can get cash for the game with Gary at pretty much any ATM?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Go team!
When I owned a small soccer business, I learned firsthand how tough being a small business owner can be. It was difficult keeping up with our accounting and taxes on top of running the business. Struggling to find help, I knew there had to be a better way. At CPAs for Hire, we understand the challenges small business owners face because we've been there. We take a personal approach to understanding your unique accounting, tax, and advisory needs, and customize affordable solutions that will help your business grow. We want to take this stress off your plate so you can focus on what you do best, running your business. Contact CPAs for Hire today to get your business on the right track.
The doctors of Signature Orthopedics are committed to providing the most advanced and innovative diagnostic, treatment, and if needed, surgical options available in the entire St. Louis region. With 22 orthopedic surgeons and pain management specialists, board certified in every aspect of orthopedic care, including sports medicine, we have you covered. From foot, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, elbow, wrist, and spine. Contact Signature Orthopedics today.
Here's a look at the best plays from last week in the Major Arena Soccer League.
Here's Togba. Nice move at shot, and there's the goal from James Togba. And double step over move, and then just the back of the net.
There's a great save by Silva, his best of the game.
Oh, Francis, shot and a goal!
Unreal shot from the sniper. Herrera, beauty. Pull poke.
Simple pass, simple finish. Massive save by Ben Henry. It looked like the empty net, except for him flying across the goal.
And I'll tell you, Ray Lee saved the goal there, no doubt. Gibson plays it off to number 31, Christian.
Look out here. Hey. Oh, what a goal. What a goal for Stinson. Silky.
My name is Tom White, St. Joseph County Youth Soccer Association. I guess my passion is families teaching families about soccer. SCISA is the largest recreational organization in the state. We take the opportunity to build the community within the community and let it be about the soccer and the kids, not about anything else. A positive environment for everybody. If you just want to pass along a soccer passion that you had as a kid, this is the place to be. yeah, this is the place to be.
Daniel's experience with Kickaroos is he loves putting on the jersey every Saturday. He comes out, enjoys being part of the team, playing around with the ball, learning the game from his coaches, and skills that can last him a lifetime.
You know, this is what young kids sports should be like. It should be fun, it should be engaging, it should be positive. And my son Henry, when I tell him today is Thursday, he's like, is tomorrow soccer day? It's like, no, tomorrow's Friday, and then Saturday is soccer day. For a 4-year-old to have that sort of desire to keep doing an activity, it says a lot about the program. I feel like every coach that we've interacted with, they truly enjoy working with the kids. So at the end of the practice, I make it a mission of mine to say thank you and say, hey, how is my kid doing? And they're all like, oh, he's having so much fun and we love having him. And so it's clear that everybody involved really enjoys kids.
I love soccer so much, and just being a part of the game, being able to coach kids and like being able to influence them like at such a young age in this great sport, it's really something.
St. Louis Ambush Soccer right here on MASL TV. The Big 550 KTRS halftime between the St. Louis Ambush and the Kansas City Comets. Comets up 3-2. Make sure you follow the MASL on social media. Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. The Ambush and the Comets, certainly this game is going to be featured on MASL Primetime. That's the home for the best highlights, interviews, and action from the MASL each week. Catch the latest episode each Friday on MASL TV with Alex Bosjovanski. He was just talking to interim head coach Jeff Locker. Saw that here on MASL TV and heard it live on the Big 550 KTRS. Good interview with Jeff, talking about how this team will operate going forward, and I think there is a clear vision. Locker and co certainly have a certain way they want this team to play. I think it's going to be a successful next 2/3 of the season.
I think if you've been watching this game, the biggest difference that you've seen that he talked about is that man-to-man defense being accentuated, and what we've seen is a lot of Neto being kind of free to kind of pass the ball down the field, but nonetheless, it's worked. They're holding Kansas City to just 3 goals right now.
And the Ambush got off to a great start in this game. Mo NDI, perfect finish, far side, beautiful. Just $1.17 into the game. It was rolled loose to him, and Mo able to bang it home. Excellent finish from Mo, but less than 20 seconds later, Andaraus able to respond for Kansas City, comes streaking through the middle on a little flick by Marquez. Marquez, wizard-like in the corner to set him up in deep, and Andaraus, the former star at UMKC, able to push it home. Marquez knew he'd have to step up with Leo Gibson out, and off a feed from Ray Lee. Got a little space at the top of the arc to make it 2-1 there in the first quarter. A nice finish, top shelf from Marquez, but the Ambush were able to respond. Mo going down deep to JT Thomas. Beauty of a flick off a restart. Power play goal, 9th of the season, best in the MASL for the Ambush. St. Louis tied it up 2-2, but in that second quarter, Kansas City able to strike the only goal of the stanza. Comets able to take a 3-2 lead. John Sosa working down into the box and able to tap one home. It all started here with Sosa in the back, helping to rip it away from SK. He flew forward and off a little piece off the wall from Lewis. Sosa got himself enough real estate to poke it by Pollo Cortez and give us his 3-2 score going into the final 30 minutes of regulation. Kansas City 6-0 on the season. Obviously, they've done quite well this year. Within a goal against them, I still feel pretty good about this one. Matt, how about yourself?
I'm feeling great about this one. The defense has been good. You saw that last goal that Pollo let in right off his hands. If we would have had a stop, we would have a 2-2 game.
Cortez, who's also played for the San Diego Sockers this season, is getting the chance here for the Ambush for the first time at the Family Arena in St. Charles after playing with them down in the Dallas area about a month ago. Cortez doing a good job, I think, to keep this squad in the game. And let's see if maybe the offense can get a couple here and reestablish a lead. It is definitely going to be a fight to the finish for this new look Ambush side. Cortez in net. Jeff Locker now on the bench as the head coach. And for Kansas City, it's a new look as well due to health and safety protocols. Not only is Leo Gibson, the best player in franchise history, sidelined here for this game tonight, my former teammate at Rockhurst University, did I say teammate? My former friend and my great friend, I should say, and Leo's teammate, Nick McDonald, Rockhurst University's own. He is out with health and safety protocols as well. We know Nick and Leo are both out there listening in internet, radio, and television land tonight, and we wish the best for them. There's a lot of shuffling really on both rosters due to illnesses, due to injuries, due to a variety of factors. Lucas Almeida, Pepe, neither one of them available in this game, among others for the Ambush. Just the story of 2020, 2021, and to some extent in 2021, 2022 as well, working through adversity and overcoming challenges around this pandemic.
And still one of the biggest losses, I think, and this is going to be for a little bit more, is going to be Stefan Miyatovic, who with that toe injury has completely knocked him out. He hasn't played a game in the regular season yet. He would be a huge part to this Ambush side, and they've been missing him all year.
Kansas City off the opening tap, bringing it into the Ambush end. Marquez spinning, looking for space. Nice work by Briggs to get in front of a shot. Deflects loose to Lee. Try to get into the box. Stolen away by Marcel Berry. Underway now in this third quarter. 3-2, Comets lead. Anybody's match here. JT Thomas out of the back. He serves forward. Bangs one off the wall, far side. Quick shot by Guernsey. Stoned there by Neto. Nicolau Neto, he's played fairly well for Kansas City. Had to make a quick reaction there.
Would have been a nifty little scissor kick goal there from Guernsey.
Ambush able to
Great
thwart
start, though.
a quick chance on the other side for Kansas City. Now Mo, a shot. Neto may have gotten the cuticles on it and went wide. Grabbed by Kojikov. Dump back through Niamsi at midfield. Out of Yahic in support. Zips it across to Schmerman.
If Neto was 6'1" instead of 6'4", this might be a 3-3 game.
He's a tall fellow, and he's played well this year for Kansas City.
Fantastic.
St. Louis Ambush happy to be out here at the Family Arena tonight against the Kansas City Comets, and the MASL is happy to partner with Chill.com. Chill.com is the official CBD brand of the MASL, helping our athletes reach their maximum potential by promoting proper and expedited recovery. Welcome to Club Chill. Make sure you give them a visit at Chill.com. In Kansas City, chilling with it here on the near side wall. Marquez stays patient. Nice work by Pollo to dive out and thwart a pass rolling through the middle intended for John Sosa. Niamsi giving back through Schmerman. Over the top, looking for Marcel Berry. Neto came away from his box to get an ankle on that. Clearance not clean. Berry keeping it in. Howard Miller Jr. back in the game after suffering what like a leg injury late in that second quarter. Some pressure on the Kansas City defense. He's back through Neto with 12:41 to go in the third.
Man, number 31, he just went off to the bench, but Christian Andras is such a impactful spark plug of a player. Obviously, he has a goal here tonight, but he is everywhere. He sprints around there. Guy flies around. He's been a problem for the Ambush.
Andras, he connected for the first goal of the game less than 2 minutes into it. The first goal for Kansas City after Mo gave St. Louis the lead briefly. Right now it's 18-6 in terms of shots. Comets put more pressure certainly on this Ambush defense. St. Louis, though, staying close. Knocked into the penalty box area there by Caritas. Kansas City getting going with it again. Neto feeds it forward. Marquez greets it right in front of the Kansas City bench. Trying to spin against Briggs. Stopped up, goes back. Through Felipe Abreu, through actually Tetsane, and now a quick shot on. Ali Sodal let it rip from just inside the gold stripe. Rolled out here by Pollo through Caritas, has to evade some pressure. Got it loose to Miller. Esque trying to find a way to get it past midfield. Had it bounce out on him. Both teams will switch here as the ambush gets set to try to get on the attack. Free boot from right in front of the Veta Sports logo. Going through Pollo here is Schmerman. A lot of hustle from Andras.
I'm saying.
Certainly getting his cardio. Cristo trapped in the far corner, Kansas City end. Jarred away from him. It was Lee and Sodal making his life very difficult.
Had that little pass he made right there had led to a goal, it would have been the highlight of the year.
Oh, Thomas trying to take it away from Lee. Almost did the job. Lee able to keep possession around midfield. Feeds back through Neto. Pushes launch. Off the board, attack on for Kansas City. Sandovari stopped up on the initial attempt. The second try got toward the bank vault, but sent out through the lobby. Togba steps it back in for KC. Give, and the shot by Sandovari pounced upon. Shot going a little bit wide. Grabbed by the keeper Pollo. Yahic with 10:50 to go in the third. Takes it into the Kansas City end and now sends all the way back through Schmerman. Guernsey opens up for it on the near side. Knocked in the near corner to Walls. Went off the boards. Came to the top of the key. Ambush could not claim. Kansas City trying to get Andras loose on the attack. Pass from Flores a little bit behind him. Barry putting some pressure on. Whistled for a foul. Sandovari on the restart.
A little miscommunication there defensively in the midfield. Almost led to a Comets break. Ambush got away with one there.
Played over the top out of the Kansas City end. Marquez trying to work into the ambush box, was stifled by Guernsey. Now Pollo makes a great save and pounces upon the rebound. Chance was on there for Sandovari. Pollo comes up big. Kochikov on the other side. Flicks one wide, tries to reclaim possession. It's up down on the ground, swirled down to the turf. Ball cleared. De Silva on the other end tries to get a shot off. Ambush defense steps in front. Yamsi on the block. Sosa, Lucas Sosa for Kansas City, lets one fly from the top of the arc. High and wide. Mo tried to chase down the rebound. It was all the way back through John Sosa. He's got the go-ahead goal right now for Kansas City. Solorio pushed it forward to Marquez. Stepping in front was Schmerman. Let Marquez get it any closer to the goal, and now Schmerman locks up with Marquez in the far corner, sent him down. Ambush a touch frustrated here with the referee.
Yeah, Schmerman takes down a Comet right after a Comet had taken down a ambush, but it's always going to be the second one, always going to be the retaliator.
It's John Sosa from the corner, not the cleanest of angles, but he's wizard-like. On these free looks, Kochikov and Mo on the wall. Given back to Lucas Sosa. Nice work by Marcel Berry. Able to get in front. Shot block. Kansas City able to re-corral possession. Lucas Sosa trying to thread it down toward the box. Work by Pollo to step through and clear. Lee in the back with John Sosa. Using Neto here. Ball at his toes as we slip under 9 left in the third quarter. Kansas City leading St. Louis 3-2. Kansas City attack. Takes a wrong bounce. Ends up in the seats. St. Louis will switch. Got to get something clean here offensively. Get a look and try to take some momentum away from Kansas City right now.
Been a little bit of slower. Back and forth hasn't been as clean as it was in the first half. A little bit of a sloppier game so far. Not surprised we haven't seen a goal. The passing, the precision just isn't there right now in the second half for either of these teams.
Pollo.
Great ball there, though.
Off the restart, finding SK down the near side, flicked on. Lee always seems to be in the perfect position. He heads it out, and now the attack on. Tetsane, stifled by Miller.
What a sliding tackle there by Howard Miller Jr. I'm going to count that as the 5th one so far kind of the goal-saving sliding tackle from the ambush in this game. I was very impressed by Howard Miller Jr. on the sprint back, too. Hair flying, ball stopping.
Great hustle by Miller. And it's restarted here with Sosa feeding it toward the top of the arc. It's knocked back toward Lee.
Comets only have 4 on. They finally get a 5th on. Ambush were able to double up for a moment there.
Been some trouble changing, it seems like on both sides at times. Remember, there's a too many men penalty whistled against Kansas City that led to the Thomas goal. Early on, it's Cristo. Oh, nice find. He had Caritas right around the yellow line, let a shot rip, but grabbed easily by Neto.
Yeah, Neto had that tracked every which way. Unless there was some dip and dive on that one, Neto had that.
Robbie Cristo trying to step up here in this third and fourth quarter to really get some chances for St. Louis. Being outshot thoroughly in this game by Kansas City. Cristo, who's played in the USL, he's a game-changing type of player. At the top of the arc, Flores has James, give to Lewis, bicycle, that one flutters high. Hit off the very top of the glass, and it did touch netting. It will be whistled dead. Kansas City, they've done well to find Lewis in deep. He's had a couple of looks, and he's set up a goal for them. Takes us to the media timeout with 7:41 to go here in the third. Kansas City leading the St. Louis Ambush 3-2 right here on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS. Remember, fans, the official match ball of the MASL is designed and produced by Flight. Expertly designed for the indoor game, Flight is the premier partner of choice. Flight, challenge everything. Ambush back at home Sunday, 3:05 start time against the Chihuahua Savage. They're traveling to Milwaukee and St. Louis. Long trip for them. Be at the Family Arena Sunday afternoon. We hope you will be as well. It's going to be a great game, and it's also our next post-game autograph session on the field. That's January 16th at 3:05. The first 1,000 fans in attendance get the second poster in the Sumner One poster series. That's a series of 5 poster and autograph sessions this season. More information and tickets available at stlambush.com. Down 1, 7:41 to go in the third. How do you think the Ambush can generate a little more offense here?
They're going to have to take some more calculated risks on the offensive end. A lot of the breakaways that we've been seeing from the Stars, the 1-on-0s, the 2-on-1s that we've been seeing, the Comets, that we've been seeing for the Comets have been just bad mistakes from the Ambush. Not necessarily them being too risky or, too liberal with how far they're getting up the field, but the Comets are completely content with a 3-2 lead to sit back and put a little 5-man shell on the outside of that offense. You got to put a 4th guy in there because right now you're playing a man down essentially with what the Comets are doing to you on defense.
Richard Schmerman is on the field here for the St. Louis Ambush. He did have the assist on the Mo NDI goal. Just $1.17 into this game. Initially it was announced that Miller had the assist, but that is officially Schmerman. See, maybe he can help out. He was pushing up there, and maybe he can find a chance through him. Kansas City, attack-minded, approaching 25 shots for the game. Marquez out of the far corner. Slithers one back through James. James being marked here by Schmerman. James pokes to Solorio, pass ran long. Out of Yahic, deep in St. Louis territory. Knocking it back through the keeper, Pollo. Cortez with 6:53 to go in the third. Playing over the top to Walls. Gets a forehead on it, looking for JT Thomas, and Thomas is driven into the ground by Togba. Wow, a dangerous play here. Thomas was going for a head. Togba leapt up to try to win it, basically went over Thomas's shoulders. Thomas went down, clutching his head. Togba down as well. A blue card and now a yellow card is out. John Sosa protesting vociferously for Kansas City, but both cards have come out. Wow.
Yeah, and Togba's right arm kind of slapped Thomas in the face. It looks like an elbow might have came down. It might have just been a slap across the face. Togba came down across him. Yeah, his knee might have gotten so hard it might have caught, I think, the side of JT Thomas's head.
It's a dangerous play, but that was an amazing leap by Togba, and he kind of kneed.
I think he slapped him in the front of the face with his right hand and then kneed him in the side of the face with his right knee as well.
I think you're right. It was just kind of a crazy moment.
Uh-oh, it hasn't stopped. There it is.
Lewis went to the box, and now he's been given a red card. Continuing to argue.
They don't like that.
Lewis is gone.
They don't like that. It's like talking back to the second grade teacher.
Don't do it.
No, Mrs. Block didn't take that.
No, she did not. And how about this? We've seen all the colors of the penalty rainbow, blue, yellow, red. Lewis was going to the box. Again, he's been pretty key for him on the attack. And there was quite a bit of protesting. And Lewis, with that red card, he is actually still on the field protesting right by the Kansas City bench. Kansas City without Leo Gibson, their player coach tonight, Stefan Miyatovic, flustered. He's the only coach on the bench for KC. Now Lewis is being led away. He is in the tunnel and going back to the locker room. Another look as he went to the bench, and Lewis was saying, hey, hold on a second, Mr. Referee. Another yellow was assigned, and there it is right there. Brian Miller showing red, and how about that? Lewis gone.
This is the chance here. They're already a depleted roster, the Comets, losing their leading scorer in Leo Gibson, losing one of their other leading scorers in Kevin Ellis, and to now lose another huge part of their team in Matt Lewis.
Well, just a crazy sequence. Again, it was Togba on the challenge against Thomas.
And he's going to be the one who's going to be in the box alongside Solario.
And now, after initially looking like he would be joined by Lewis, it's Togba and Solario. Power play, great chance for the ambush, 6:46 to go in the third, 5-on-4. And just a flurry of activity. Matt Lewis given a yellow card officially for dissent at the 8:14 mark. And then a red card for dissent. Togba, a blue card for jumping into an opponent. At the same time, 8:14 into this third quarter. Wow. Just a crazy sequence, and the ambush do benefit from it. 9 power play goals in 25 opportunities this year for the St. Louis ambush side. 1 for 1 on the P-squared so far in this game. Vadim Kojikov.
And JT Thomas, listen, that's a dangerous little conversation for the Kansas City Comets.
Vava and JT talking things over. Kojikov restarts it through walls. Just back and forth at the yellow line. Dumped down to Mo. Given cross. Schmerman back through Kojikov. Vadim, right foot, lets it rip. Tipped up high over the bar off the glass. Walls on the regather. Kojikov. 20 seconds into this power play. Feeds down to Walls. Mo knocking it across the box. Grabbed by Schmerman. Kojikov trying to get a shot off. Drifts across the arc. Regathered by Walls. Given Schmerman. Pinballed far side. Walls able to grab it off the cardboard. Got pressured there by Andras. Kept his feet. Recirculates. Schmerman.
Got it.
Down
Good goal
low.
here. Keep moving it.
Outside half. Pass by Mo. Gave it to Walls up top.
There's a better
Banked
look
it
than that.
high.
There it is!
Oh, right there! There's that better look, baby! Mo to JT! 3-3, 5:51 left in the third!
And that's the better look. There's no reason on a 5-3 advantage that you're keeping the ball on the outside. You got to get it in, and as soon as the ball touches the paint, open player there, there's a goal there for the ambush. A huge play there. Jeff Locker loves this one.
And Locker coming out on the field to greet the guys as they make their way back toward the bench after the celebration. Mo NDI, I don't know if there's a better assist guy anywhere in major arena soccer than him. And a perfect find. JT right there with an open goal on the far side.
It's a deadly combination. And listen, you got to give him credit for the pass, but what makes it happen is that JT Thomas finally finds the hole in that little 3-man triangle and attacks it perfectly.
Remember, Thomas had a hat trick out here December 19th against the Milwaukee Wave, and looking like he might get another to the delight of these ambush faithful. He's just made it 3-3 with his second goal of the game. Mo with his second assist. Wow. All tied. Out of the box is Togba. Solario still serving the dissent cards. 3-3. Esque able to grab 2 of the 3 goals on the power play for St. Louis. Esque pinned against the board on the far side of the ambush end. A couple of Comet attackers tying him up. wow, it looks like they might get Eskay for a foul here. Some jostling on that far side. They get Will Eskay trying to make a little room for a foul. And it's Togba committed that initial penalty that led to the wild sequence.
Ooh, bad first touch by Sosa, almost bites him. Good job by him just to clear it out of any danger. All right, so the ball's going to be coming here to the Ambush attacking third. That means Mo and D.I. and JT Thomas, along with Vava, Tony Walls, and Richard Schmerman, come out for this power play. This is huge.
Kojikov, it is still 5-on-4 here. Given to Walls, push toward Thomas, toe poked out by Kansas City. And Kojikov feeding it back through the keeper. Pollo able to get it to Walls. Thomas, he fires one with the right foot just a touch high. Mo cleans it up. Beauty of a chip to Schmerman, headed in the middle. Volley on a bounce by Thomas. Blocked, though, by the Kansas City defense. Lee tried to get it out. Ends up loose here with Solorio, who's out of the box. He centers one, and it's dismissed by the Ambush defense. We are back to 5-on-5. Solorio has returned. Now under 4:30 to go here in the third. Ambush not able to retake a lead, but able to tie it up by virtue of those wild penalties. Lee against Mo, orchestrating just inside the Ambush yellow line. The left foot pushes one just wide. Grabbed by Marquez, centered to Lee, and what a save by Cortez.
Wow.
Pollo gets some mitts on it and knocks it away up over the glass.
Rian Marquez is such a talented player. The patience in there to just wait for the Ambush to make a mistake there on the defense. That's exactly what they did. And you saw Lee just flashing completely wide open.
Chance was on for Kansas City, but Pollo, who's done a nice job here as the starter for the first time at the Family Arena, able to punch it away. Now it's John Sosa on the corner for Kansas City. Give back, quick shot, and Lucas Sosa airmails it. Knocked it well over the glass. Ambush will be able to clear it out with 4:07 to go here in the third. Fans really coming to life.
A lost opportunity there. Obviously, you get the goal to tie, that's huge. But anytime you have a 5-3 advantage for that long and you can only take one goal away from it, it's good, but it's not ideal.
Ambush going to Schmerman from Pollo, trying to get it back onto the Kansas City end toward midfield. Christo challenging against Togba. Togba went down. He is grabbing his face, saying Christo got him there, and Christo's being shown a blue card. Togba went down midfield. Christo challenging for it, and maybe a hand to the face. This will give Kansas City the power play with 3:58 to go in this third stanza.
Togba still down a little bit. Christo definitely caught him there. Right hand just kind of goes up.
Forearm area, yeah. Up
definitely
to the
caught
face.
him with the face with his right arm. There's no doubt about that one. Good call there from the refs.
Togba does look like he's all right.
Yeah, a little smart. Yeah, smarting a little bit there. He's going to come out.
He'll get a little rest. Heads to the bench. Nacho Flores reappears. Give to John Sosa. Pressured by Eskay. Poke to Marquez. Trying to weave through the Ambush defense. Ambush do lead the MASL in shorthanded goals this season. So down 5-on-4 right now, but don't count this team out. They'll capitalize for 4 shorthanded this year. Kansas City able to get it under control around midfield. Tap back by Marquez. John Sosa going to gather it up, and he will quarterback here. In the box is Christo. Tough game here for the St. Louis U alum, but he can still play a huge role late in this contest. Top of the arc, Marquez giving outside. Quick shot goes high. Off the foot of Flores. Grabbed by Sosa. Poke back from Lucas Sosa to John Sosa. Lucas going to work down that near side. Sopped up by Marcel Berry. John up top. Give to Rian Marquez. Poked outside to Flores. Lee is in deep. Far corner. Marquez. Give. Flores lets one rip just wide. Ends up deflecting off the wall. Back to John Sosa.
45 seconds left on the power play.
Given again outside to Flores. Pitch and catch with John Sosa. They finally find Lee. Lee bangs it off the wall. Came through the middle briefly. Ambush defense. Can't quite clear it all the way out of the zone.
Need a better clearance than that, Joey.
Sosa was able to grab it just beyond the yellow line. Penalty kill, getting into the final 30 now. Sosa, down low, Lee. Stopped up well by Guernsey, went down to the turf.
A clear there would have completely ended the power play. That was bad. You need better awareness there.
Kansas City resuscitating it, play it through the box. Leaks back beyond the yellow stripe. Cristo bursting back onto the field, kills successful. Lucas Sosa putting, grabbed in the box here by Pollo. We're back to 5-on-5. Long launch, wanting Robbie Cristo, challenging against John Sosa. They're going to get Cristo for a foul. Little bumping going on.
Yeah, I think a precedent has kind of been set with the way they called that Togba JT Thomas foul. They're going to call this one a little bit closer to the vest for the rest of the game. Not a lot of contact's going to get away from them.
Cristo fresh out of the box, trying to make a run.
Good play.
Kansas City able to control here.
Impressive job by the defense to get it to kill that penalty without getting a single clean clear.
Had to have it. Final 90 seconds of this third quarter now. Still tied 3-3. Rip away by Marquez. He's been wonderful for the Comets. Touches it outside, and it's mailed to Pollo.
That was a rocket. Great save by Pollo.
Hot shot, and Cortez once again with the glove work. It came off the foot of Sandovari. He's played well as well for Kansas City. Lee in the back for them. Back to Neto. 67 seconds left in this third quarter.
Again, the man-to-man defense from the ambush is giving Neto free range to do whatever he wants on those kind of setups. They're going to take it. He's had some good feeds in off his foot, but so far it hasn't completely bit him yet.
Yahic pressuring Lee. Tetsane challenged by Miller midfield. Tetsane went down. Miller cited for the foul with 48 seconds to go in the third. If you're a fan of fouls and penalties, this has been the quarter for you. They have loomed large. 2 of the 3 goals in the game for St. Louis have come on the power play. Both by JT Thomas on assist by Mo Ndiaye. Mike De Silva trying to orchestrate a chance here. The yellow line popped it to Ali Sodal. 26 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Sandovari has to chase it down on the Kansas City end. Togba from midfield. Able to sluice it through towards Sodal. Sodal, bit of real estate, spin move, got a shot off and went wide. 10 seconds to go. Kansas City has a man down. Mo Ndiaye, 7 seconds, taps it past Neto, who came way out of the box. Did challenge on the quick counter, and Mo ends up going down to the ground on the pressure, and Mo Ndiaye clapping his hands, and he might be shown a card here as time expires in the third. Mo has been shown a yellow card here. He wanted a call on some jostling by the Kansas City defense. He got it past Neto.
I mean, Togba, no, you know what? Togba, credit to him. That was an incredible run back. It looks like he got all ball in that little challenge between him and Mo Ndiaye. Can't blame Mo for being bummed, but not a smart play there. It's a tie game against the best team in the league. You got a chance. You got to watch your words. You know they're going to be stingy about it. They just gave a red card for that exact kind of thing. What are you doing, Mo?
Mo is in the box. A Kansas City Comet is down on the turf. More on that right after this on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS.
Select Physical Therapy is focused on patient safety now more than ever before. Select's centers remain open and offer a safe environment for you to receive physical therapy services. You don't need a doctor's referral to begin care and start feeling better today. Select Physical Therapy also offers telerehab, so you can easily connect with a licensed therapist through web-based technology that is HIPAA compliant, right from the comfort of your home. Visit selectphysicaltherapy.com to schedule an appointment. Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
Color, the flowers. That's just the whole place looks amazing. I love it.
Sophia, whatever happens, we're here to protect you. Thank you.
There's no room for fear in your dream home policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully.
Dream fearlessly.
The doctors of Signature Orthopedics are committed to providing the most advanced and innovative diagnostic, treatment, and if needed, surgical options available in the entire St. Louis region. With 22 orthopedic surgeons and pain management specialists, board certified in every aspect of orthopedic care, including sports medicine, we have you covered. From foot, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, elbow, wrist, and spine. Contact Signature Orthopedics today.
The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Use promo code AMBUSH online for a buy one, get one.
St. Louis Ambush Soccer right here on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS. Opening tap just taken here. Ambush in control in the Kansas City end. Kojakov trying to get it toward the box, stopped up by Ray Lee. It was Rion Marquez who was down briefly on the turf at the end of the third. He is on his feet and in the game. James, quick chance for Kansas City. Stoned by Pollo Cortez. Got his shin to the ball. A nice kick save. Kansas City coming with more pressure here in the St. Louis Ambush end. It was Solario tying up Schmerman. He's whistled for a foul, and it'll be a restart for St. Louis. Mo NDI in the box with a yellow card with no time on the clock in the third. He was applauding, perhaps sarcastically, at the refereeing crew after a challenge from Togba in deep, and Mo ended up in the penalty box. Mo NDI officially cited for dissent at the end of the third quarter. That's 5 minutes without him at the start of the fourth. Ambush could really use him here with a corner kick opportunity in deep. Not a true corner, but a restart from the corner here. Barry giving to Thomas. It's Guernsey who lets one loose and fires it well high. Mo, who's got a couple of assists and a goal in the game, watching here as the Ambush go back onto the defensive end. Team able to score the only goal of the third quarter to make it 3-3. Is there enough in the tank without the points leader on this team for at least part of this fourth quarter to take a lead and hold on to it? Togba tangled up with JT Thomas on the near side board right in front of Mo. Togba talking with Mo in the box after JT is cited for a foul. 13:55 to go here in this fourth and final stands of regulation. John Sosa tapping back through Togba. Togba trying to go to work down the near side. Gets past JT Thomas. Togba centering. Goes through off the foot of Briggs. Tapped loose off the far board by Guernsey.
Not the start you want to see from this fourth quarter from the Ambush. A couple of early opportunities here from the Comets that they just haven't been able to finish.
It is still 5-on-5, but again, Mo just so key. Both ends really in the box for the next 3.5 minutes. Quick chance here for Sosa on a bouncing ball just outside the box. Lucas Sosa shot not off it cleanly as he would like, as cleanly as he would have liked. Good challenge by Guernsey to keep it that way. Roll out by Cortez. Esque tried to play it forward toward Kojakov. He took a tumble. Kojakov, who suffered a minor injury earlier, had to go into the tunnel to be checked out. Comes up a little bit gingerly. Vadim, though, back to his feet. Leading scorer on this team. Threading one back through Briggs. Andras, who scored in this game, pursuing the ball. Pollo plays it over the top. Loose in the middle of the field. Claimed by Kansas City. Tapping the brakes on it, Sodal. Give back through Lucas Sosa. Esque on the pressure. Kansas City leaders in the Central. Ambush right now third. 18 points for KC, 9 for St. Louis on the season. Could an upset be in the works? Need more of that from Pollo. Nice hands.
Another incredible save there, but another really good opportunity here for the Comets. They have come out firing, literally, in the fourth.
Sodal, the latest to cut the string on the catapult. Pollo gathers a second opportunity, launches out to Miller. Lost it on the first touch, ripped away by Lee from midfield, trying to thread it down to the far corner. It hit off the hand of Esque. And a whistle here on the handball will set Kansas City up fairly well right around the yellow line.
It's not fair in this game how little bounces like that can completely change the momentum, completely change the play, but that is the reality. Little dummy there from Marquez.
Dumped it down toward Pollo. Clearance not complete. Marquez gets another crack at it. What a diving save! Pollo Cortez stopping things up like cream cheese in a Subaru gas tank. And the ambush on the counter with Kochakov! Yeah, baby! 4-3! 11:38 left in the fourth! Vadim Kochakov dropping the hammer like an under-motivated Home Depot employee!
Va-va-voom on that one. What a goal! He has been itching the entire night to finally get that open opportunity, to finally get the ball to fall right to his feet when he wanted it. He's been calling for it the entire game. He's been gesticulating wildly when he's been open and the ball hasn't come to him. Well, that one, a perfect feed, a perfect play. No handball this time. What a beautiful shot there by Vadim Kochakov.
Otto Yahic fed him. Kochakov went far post, and he jumps up on the wall to high-five the fans who are going wild here at the Family Arena in St. Charles. Vadim Kochakov from Otto Yahic with 11:38 to go in the fourth. 9th goal of the season for Vava. And what a beauty of a sequence there. From the save by Pollo, the feed by Otto, the finish by Vava. Just first class the whole way. Kansas City, which loves to author quick responses, able to get one across the box. Ambush defense happy to get it loose. Barry picks it up about midfield. Marcel feeding outside. JT with the left foot. Kept it on the ground. Stopped up by Neto, who's been beaten now 4 times in the game. And almost a little insurance for the St. Louis attack. Holy moly. Vava, it's not just the 9 goals on the season. He's come up with some huge ones to really keep this team alive in some games. Had a late goal against Kansas City to tie it up in the season opener. Had that key goal against Dallas here on New Year's Eve to tie it up in the 3rd quarter. Gives the Ambush its first lead since Mo scored about $1.20 into the game. That lead only lasted about 15 to 20 seconds. Thomas, little push on the defensive end, gives Kansas City a restart just outside the yellow line. They try to go quick. It's whistled back. 10.5 to go here in the fourth. Mo's going to come back in 30 seconds. KC starting it up. They go to Marquez for the top of the arc. He bangs it off the post. Second try, win wide for Sandavari. Had all the space in the world and just missed it. Kochakov on the counter, slowed up by Togbot. That was an easy finish for Sandavari.
I mean,
open goal, he missed it.
That's one of the worst sitters you'll see in a long time for a guy to miss. That was a tough one for Sandavari. Ooh, Bluebirds out.
Marquez was trying to get through the defense on another try here for Kansas City. Maybe a little contact by Marcel Berry. It's whistled as a foul. Fans are screaming the names of Sandra Bullock movies, it sounds like, at this refereeing crew. I loved her in the proposal. Kansas City's going to take a timeout to review the rest of her filmography here. They hated the call at the Family Arena, didn't they?
I loved Betty White in that movie.
Rest in peace to Betty White.
Amen to that, buddy. Amen
Unfortunately, passed away right before the Ambush game here on December 31st, we found out. And that kind of cast a pall over the rest of that evening on New Year's Eve. But another look here at this open goal missed by Sandavari. Marquez got through briefly. It looked like he was going to score, and then Sandavari on the rebound just missed it. And I think a lot of folks here at the Family Arena thought, okay, it's over in terms of this sequence. It's going to be a goal for Kansas City. Luckily, it went just wide.
Just a huge goal for the Ambush, obviously. Mo Ndiaye still in the box right now, not being able to be a part of that goal. That's pretty impressive. When you think about how much of a key cog he is to any time the Ambush are really able to get some offense going, the fact that he was off the field for that goal is a huge moment. If they can get him going here later in the game, like you said, drag it out to the end, drag it out slow, win it at the end. That was what the Ambush were going to try to do tonight, and they got a chance to do it right here.
Mo's going to come out of the box in just 6 seconds, again serving a yellow card here to start the fourth. Kochakov with just about 3 minutes and 20 seconds gone by here in the fourth, giving St. Louis its first lead since the first quarter. Controversial call since, allowing this Kansas City side to come up with a free chance for John Sosa. He'll face 2 on the wall out of the timeout. 10:06 to go in the fourth. Sosa, who scored that 3rd goal of the game for Kansas City in the 2nd. He pushes launch, gives to Lee with the left foot. He buries it top shelf. Wow, what a strike by Lee from just outside the arc. Ray Lee with one of the prettiest finishes you'll see. The 28-year-old out of Kansas City, Missouri, able to hammer one home to make it 4-4.
Just like a hockey one-timer, and they put it where they hide the water bottle. What an incredible goal there by the St. Louis U product, Ray Lee. What a goal there, upper 90, nothing Pollo can do about it. An incredible goal there, knotted up at 4-4. 10 minutes left to go. Joey, we talked about it in the pregame, 5-4. Seemed like it could be a score that could decide this game. We have just one more goal. It will be that. A low-scoring game. Can it continue that way here in the final frame?
Mo Ndiaye, the 5 minutes is now expired for him. He's going to come out of the box at the next opportunity. Obviously, the assist there will go to John Sosa, but give one to Stokeach as well for scheming that up. Howard Miller Jr. trying to scheme up a go-ahead goal. He bangs it just wide on the far side. Thomas went for the rebound. Kansas City able to rip it away. Yahic takes it away from Lee at midfield. Yahic, just wide on a beauty of a shot. Missed far post. Knocked out by Kansas City onto the St. Louis end. Grabbed by De Silva, challenged by Briggs. Equalizer comes with just over 10 left in regulation. Great finish from Lee. That's his 4th goal of the year. John Sosa, he entered play tonight with 5 assists. He's been very good distributing the ball. Didn't have to do too much there. Almost worked as a dummy, expecting him to take the shot. Long pass here from the ambush. Miller came streaking through, challenged Neto. Mini collision, no whistle. Neto was able to gather it up and distribute out. 8:57 to go in regulation. 4-4 affair. Kansas City putting something together on the attacking end. Tetsane. Just outside the box, good block by Briggs. Dismissed out onto the Kansas City end where it's grabbed by John Sosa. John rolls it long. Marquez in the far corner, going to work against Niamsi. Staying close to him, nice work from Will Niamsi. Blocks a shot from Marquez at the top of the key. Steps through for a takeaway on the far side. Ball deflects back through Flores, uses the head. Trying to get it on to Tetsane. Schmerman rainbows it loose, boots it over his own head to Miller. Miller, stripped by John Sosa, works back toward it, able to deflect it toward Barry. Poked away from him by Kansas City. They got Togba flying down the near side. Quick shot, nice save by Pollo.
Good job by Barry there. Great first touch, great pass.
Barry to Kojakov. The hero right now, Vadim, trying to get toward the top of the arc. He was stopped up by Solorio, who came crashing in on him. It is whistled dead. I think that Kojakov wants Solorio sent to the box. That won't be the case. We're going to stay 5-on-5, but it is whistled as a foul.
Yeah, it wasn't go to the box worthy. I mean, he definitely caught Vadim's foot a little bit. Was close to the ball, caught his foot a little bit. Vadim kind of slapped him in the face.
We've seen a lot of that, haven't we? Faces have been
incidentally, nonetheless, still though.
It's been a tough night for faces.
Here we go.
Vadim Kojakov going to take the free strike.
They wish there was Mo on the field right now, but still in the box.
Just outside the arc. Quick shot. It is parried back. Blocked by the Kansas City defense.
Huge header there by Tony Walls.
And Kojakov dives back, able to head it back through the keeper. And Pollo able to distribute out through Yahic. Thomas on the far side. That far corner. And we do have a correction. Matt pointing this out. It was 10 here on Mo. We had said 5, so he is still in the box. And has remained there for this entire 4th quarter so far. Touch through the box. Sluiced out by Pollo. Grabbed by Cristo just outside the arc. Ambush from their own end. Trying to make something happen here. Cristo threading. Cristo couldn't quite get it through the Kansas City defense. And in the far corner, a challenge is going to net the ambush.
Oh, Neto is fired up. He's smacking the glass. He does not like that call one bit. Arms are in the air. He's looking to the other official. and a timeout here. Oh, yeah, because also, I can't tell, I believe he's yelling at the official. I believe that Stefan Stokic is tearing into the official alongside his goalie, and yes, he is. Oh, yeah, and the official's telling him to walk back to his bench. Stefan Stokic gets the yellow, just like that. I mean, Stefan Stokic was fired up. You got to respect him. I mean, he saw how angry his goalie was, and he wasn't going to let his goalie be the only one standing up for this team. Stefan Stokic, the only coach on the bench tonight for the Comets, wasn't going to take that one lying down. It could come back to bite him, but nonetheless, incredible play, incredible intensity there by Stokic. Man, this has been an incredible game. There's 6:55 left in this game. We're all knotted up at 4 apiece. The official's been a key cog, especially late here in the game. And we'll tell you a little bit about MLSsoccer.com. MASL, soccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, standings, and in-depth features. Bookmark the page now so you don't miss a note. That is MASLsoccer.com. Back in action here, like we said, just under 7 minutes. 4-4 here in the I-70 rivalry, heating up in the fourth quarter.
And we do have a little update here on Mo. He is back on the field. We were correct. It was a 5-minute penalty. Has to wait until the next stoppage to come on back. Could not come back on the goal scored. And so he is back now. Indeed, it was a 5 as we initially thought. That's how it went down. And thought it might run as long as 10 or so minutes. But Mo out of the box now after a timeout. And he is into this ball game once again to hopefully give this offense a spark. Walls give to Kojakov on the restart from the corner. Shot deflected, ends up back with Thomas. Walls from the top of the key trying to get a shot off. It was deflected out. Togba fired up. Getting back to crash in on defense on that. Quick restart, Mo to JT Thomas. Off of his head and wide. Tangle up on it. On the clearance, Togba went down. And a foul whistled against the ambush as both teams are really picking up the jurisprudence efforts here. A lot of litigators out there right now. Foul but no penalty as the Kansas City side protested once again with the referee and crew. There's Sodal! Volleyed away with the hand by Pollo Cortez. And Lee on the rebound. Giving down towards Sodal once again. 4-4 game, 6:29 to go. Briggs on the defense. Shot was by Marquez. It was blocked. They're going to say Briggs ripped him down. There's a quick restart. Pollo able to get a foot on it. And a mad scramble for the ball after a restart from the top of the arc is whistled dead on a foul this time by Kansas City. A flurry of activity. And Pollo Cortez once again able to withstand heavy pressure.
A lot of game left, Joey. 6:30, and a lot's going to happen. This one has been slowed down to a little bit of a crawl here over the last 10 minutes or so. We'll see if he can pick up with some goals.
Pollo playing over the top to Mo. Mo had it stolen away. Kansas City trying to get it going in the ambush end. Lucas Sosa dancing with it. Gives it back to Sodal. Sodal from the top of the arc. Finds a little bit of space and buries one top shelf.
What a goal.
6:01 to go in the fourth. Beautiful strike. And that top shelf has been the area that Kansas City has been going to all night. Sodal, gorgeous strike, and he makes it 5-4 with just about 6 left in regulation.
That's a rough one for Pollo Sodal. It's one-on-one. That's just a one-on-one play with Briggs. Briggs has got to close that off. He can't give him that much of the net to look at. That was just Briggs getting beat one-on-one inside of a phone booth. Can't let that happen.
Ali Sodal, nice finish. And Sodal with his first goal of the season for Kansas City comes at a huge moment. Comets trying to stay unbeaten on the year. They are the only team that can lay claim to that right now in the MASL. A good finish by Sodal puts them in position to do it. Can the ambush respond? Miller from just inside the yellow stripe. Howard Miller Jr. Give back through SK. Outside to Niamsi, regathered by Miller midfield. Pressure from Togba. Kansas City has outshot St. Louis thoroughly this evening. St. Louis briefly leading here in the fourth, courtesy of Vadim Kochikov. KC has scored twice since, though. Ball pops up out of bounds on the ambush attack. Who did this go off last is the question. Kansas City, another defender down. Andaraus, he is down in the KC box, and this looks like it might be serious. Getting the ball back from the fans as Andaraus writhes in pain.
Following tonight's game, be sure to stick around for the player of game presentation. Plus catch Angela Sharp.
Could be an incredible moment here for the Ambush to tie this up. Obviously, you hope Andaraus is okay. Get a little bit of a limp here as he leaves the field. He has been just an incredible factor for the Comets in this game. Obviously getting the first goal, but then just being a presence at all times, especially in transition. He's been crucial. And now Mo NDI, the ball at the top of the arc. This is the moment to get back in this game, tie it up at 5 apiece.
Ambush, a free look, and Mo bangs it high with 5:20 to go here in the fourth. Went off KC, and the chance for the Ambush, unfortunately, ends up with too much helium in it. Yahic feeds outside of Kochikov. Ambush back on the attack. Stifled by Lee, who had the game-tying goal. Ray Lee, as we get under 5, takes it onto the Ambush end. Pressured by Mo, gets a toe in there, able to poke it away briefly. Mo able to rip it away now. Gives to Yahic, to Mo, back to Yahic. Passing in tight spaces was good. Opening up, though, more of a problem. Yahic sends it into the stands. And the Ambush will switch here with 4:50 to go in the fourth, still trailing by a goal.
Unforced errors have at the absolute wrong time, the wrong moments. Just momentum's a thing. The Ambush have specialized tonight in finding a way to kill theirs.
Oh, Briggs defending at the top of the Ambush box, got a head ball on it, and the foot of Marquez flew up basically into his face on what looked like it might be an acrobatic boot by Marquez. He clipped he clipped Briggs, and that does give it back to St. Louis on the restart. And just kind of a moment where Marquez knew he committed the foul. Guernsey pushing it outside to Barry. Grabbed by Schmerman. Barry from midfield, trying to work past Andaraus, who is back after that brief injury. Andaraus pressured the ball, now hops back onto the bench. Give down low, they go to Marquez, just sprang back on the field. Marquez looking for turnage, gave it to James up top. Bodies flying in front for the Ambush. Didn't let the shot through. Again, it was 5-4 late in that season opener against Kansas City. They got an empty net goal that made it a 6-4 win for the Comets. Deja vu all over again. We certainly hope not, but you're in the hometown of Yogi Berra. It's set up for that result once again. James.
They got that set up there. Marquez.
Gave it to Marquez. Turnage. Tipped by Barry, perhaps. Ends up over the goal. And this will stay on this side for a corner kick for Kansas City with 3:32 to go.
Give credit to the Ambush. In a different game, maybe just a week ago or 2 weeks ago, Rion Marquez in that hold-up game gets the Comets 2 or 3 more goals. They've played it well.
John Sosa on the corner. Banged it toward Pollo Cortez. Deflects it to the far side. Kansas City able to regather. Marquez staving off Briggs.
Clock's going to become a factor at some point.
3:19. Kansas City putting pressure on. Windmill interim head coach Jeff Locker. Go to that 6th attacker. Find a way to generate an offensive opportunity. Over the top, Kansas City trying to put it out of reach. It's lobbed for Flores. Got a little boot on it. Turned away by Pollo. Now sent to the other side. Niamsi, 2:54. Give back, Esque. Weaving to the top of the key. Bangs a shot off Lee. Able to front that. Ends up out of bounds.
Great attempt there.
Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram, and MASL Arena on Twitter. 2:48 to go here in the fourth. Ambush down by 1. Last number I've seen, 35-15 on shots in this game for Kansas City. Pollo's played well, though, to keep the Ambush in the game. He is still on the field. Keeper watches a long ball drift wide. It is grabbed by Tetsane at the top of the key and fired to Pollo, who knocks it down.
Point blank, what a save.
Grabbed by Mo NDI, offensive end, 2:20 to go. Mo! put a glass ceiling in a glorious dynamite war. Let's get smashed! What a finish! Mo NDI ties it up 5-5 to 17 left here in the fourth.
The glass ceiling and the cloth net have something in common. They got smashed on that play. Mo NDI, a beautiful move here, just drags it across the face of the defense. At that point, you're not getting any help behind you from the Comets. A rare defensive mix-up from them, and then Mo NDI, that sweet right foot. We called it Cape Canaveral. That's where the Rockets take off at the beginning of the season, and another one just took off there.
Oh, Mr. Wonderful. He was out for the first 5+ of this fourth with a yellow card. Now 2 goals and 2 assists for Mo. Been involved in 4 of the 5 goals. Yahich picks up another apple. What a moment for the ambush.
And I've had this confirmed now. The man in the Puma jumpsuit, Stefan Miyatovic, watching this game, that's who a lot of the ambush have been going over to shake hands with and hug after these big ones. The big man in the Puma.
Oh, wow. He is delighted. Miyatovic. Just a tough go for him, not able to be on the field. Watching as his club ties it up 5-5, $1.49. A flick on with the head by Christo.
Got to be a stoppage on that, right?
And Miller got nailed into the board
and
by
Neto. Togba and Neto are not going to let this
card.
go. They're not going to let this go. Togba's got to stop. Togba's got to stop.
Togba chasing after the
Neto,
referee.
great job by Neto to stop Togba from keep going. Neto knows if anyone's going to go, it's going to be me.
Wow.
Another one. Wow. I mean, you don't like it when the refs have to make such an imprint on the game, but nonetheless, they've said at the very beginning of the season, we're not going to let the back talk continue. We're going to curb that. We're going to try to nip that in the bud. And nonetheless, the Comets keep talking.
And we hope Howard Miller Jr. is all right in that far corner. He was sent down hard by Togba, and he is down flat on his back, being attended to by Mo NDI, and Mo is signaling toward the St. Louis bench for the athletic training staff to come on. Rest of the team gathering around Miller. Mo is going to help him up very gently. Miller, this is good. He is back on his feet. 5-5 affair, $1.44 to go here in the fourth. And Togba is in the box for the second time in the game. 5-on-4 for an ambush team that's made its name tonight on the power play. A couple power play goals already. And maybe a chance for a game winner. How about this, Matt Raggio?
This could be big. Obviously, it's 5-5. We're under 2 minutes. I mean, you can't really ask for a better set piece moment in the game right now. If you're a St. Louis Ambush fan, the best team in the league, they're 6-0. Are you going to finally force them to put a notch under that L column? It's the big question right now.
Final $1.44. Thanks for being with us on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS. Make sure you're with us once again Sunday 3:05. Ambush in the Chihuahua Savage right here at the Family Arena. We'll have the call for you. As you said, the outcome of that game may be dependent on the outcome of this game. Get the momentum going into it. It looks like there is going to be a yellow card assist against Neto.
I mean, he's been talking the entire game. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
De Silva into the box with Togba to serve the yellow card. It's 5-on-4. And how about this? Fans going wild. Chance to steal a W here. Ambush, first home game under interim head coach Jeff Locker. Mo from midfield.
Get the ball inside that little box of the Comets as many times as possible.
Tony Walls! Yes! 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 6'5", 128 left here in the Family Arena.
Or you could just do that. I stand very corrected, Tony Walls. My apologies, good sir. I forgot you could also just completely just pick out the top part of the goal and just snipe it, the living daylights out of it. You know what? I stand corrected. Nicely done, Mr. Tony Walls. What a play there. I mean, from the left side, he has absolutely no angle on it. He puts it high and through the fingers, through the Mickey Mouse hands of Raul Neto. I mean, he has been perfect all game. Neto, he picks up the yellow, they get the restart, they get the power play, and then right off his fingertips, he lets the ball through. Unbelievable sequence of events for the Comets and for the Ambush.
Wow, 2 goals in less than a minute to salvage perhaps victory from the jaws of defeat. Tony Walls, wow, not the greatest of angles. send it goalward.
What angle? There was no angle.
It's like the world's worst protractor. No angle at all. Tony Walls able to somehow do what the geometry experts cannot. And the fellas from Kansas City, they will send on the 6th attacker. They got no choice. Suddenly down 6-5 here with less than a minute and a half to go. Holy moly. They have Lucas Sosa as the 6th attacker here. He's in the burgundy red jersey. And he will knock it back to John Sosa with $1.15 from the ambush yellow line. Lucas Sosa.
Ambush building the house here.
Shot stopped by Barry. And just trying to keep the RV locked here as we get down to 63 seconds left in regulation. Here we go. John Sosa giving out to Lucas Sosa.
It's the biggest 56 seconds of the season right here.
Ray Lee, who's had a great game, sending it back through John Sosa. Off to Lucas Sosa. Sosa back to Sosa. John.
Don't let him penetrate like that. Great try.
Let it loose to the far corner. Chance was on there for Flores.
Good clearance.
Good hustle by Guernsey to block a shot.
That's a slow roller. That's dangerous. I like that. Great clearance there.
Ambush send it down the bowling alley as we get under 30 seconds. Lucas Sosa goes back to reclaim. Lucas poking outside. Give to John. Back to Lucas at the yellow line, 21 seconds.
Look at the coaching of the bench from the ambush there for a moment.
Ray Lee, near side, sends it through the box. Leaks all the way to Flores, 13 seconds. Pushes it back. Beyond the gold stripe, Lucas Sosa, challenged by Kojakov. Outside, John Sosa lets one fly. Diving save by Poyo. Second chance by Togba. Stone. 2 seconds, one. It's over, baby. Ambush win at the Family Arena. 6-5. How about that?
Down go the Comets. 6-0, no more.
Holy moly. Ambush victorious for the second time in the last 3 games at home. And what a show for these fans here at the Family Arena. 6-5 your final. One of the best wins of the season for this St. Louis side.
How about the newcomer goalie hugging his head coach? The first win on the home field for oh my gosh, first win.
Jeff Locker.
For Jeff Locker,
wow.
What an incredible moment.
Oh,
you
just
gotta love
terrific.
it for him. You gotta love it for him. Sosa not happy. He wants to have a conversation
John
with the official.
Sosa is yelling
Christian
at
Anderos,
someone.
excuse me.
Anderos
was having a conversation with the official.
I think it was Sosa again. John Sosa trying
and
to get
Rian Marquez
away.
Tetsane trying to pull Rian Marquez away. Not happy with the officiating, no doubt about that. But what a game from the St. Louis ambush.
Controversy always makes it go down a little sweeter, doesn't it?
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Of course it does.
It certainly did not lack for drama. And we want to say thank you to all the great staff out here at the Family Arena who have made it possible, from Jeff Locker, co-owner, GM, interim head coach, Shelley Clark, his co-CEO, all the way through the great game day staff, DJ Prue, Nate the Great, Lux, Angela Sharp, the entire crew, just first rate all the way. And thank you again to Nick Vasos as well as Eric Bergrud, the commentators for Kansas City, for helping us to get set up. In terms of the info for KC, just an incredible game. One of the best in the MASL this season. Ambush, the first team to beat Kansas City this year. KC, they're going to slip to 6-1. Ambush will improve to 4-5. Took down the Milwaukee Wave at home December 19th. Took a tough loss at home here against Dallas, but rebounded well against Kansas City. Angela has our stars of the game. She's with Rian Marquez. We're going to throw it down to the turf. It's the star of the show here, Angela Sharp, who's about to take it away with the stars of the game. Angela, and first for the Kansas City Comets, it will be Rian Marquez, who played extremely well. And he was certainly engineering an attack that was a little bit shorthanded. Eduardo Poyo Cortez, he's the American Family Insurance player of the game for the ambush. Poyo, the keeper, just wonderful tonight. And Eduardo Poyo Cortez, well earned on the American Family Insurance star of the game for the ambush. And here's Angela with Rian Marquez.
All right, I've got Rian Marquez. Now, you guys had a very hard-fought game. You guys are used to winning. What was different about this game? Anything?
We knew we were playing a tough opponent at a tough crowd as well. We face a lot of adversities, and they come out on top. We're going to get better, keep going better, and be ready for Sunday.
Now, I did hear that you said this was a tough crowd, so you do hear this crowd get into this game.
Yeah, it's tough to play here. It's no Kansas City, but St. Louis is a tough crowd.
You had to throw in the no Kansas City there. But you guys are going to be ready for Sunday. You guys are traveling back through the snow. You worried about that at all?
We're going really, really slow, take care on the road, watch film, and get ready for Sunday.
All right, well, good luck to you in Sunday. Thank you so much.
Angela Sharp joined by Rian Marquez, and Angela hinting at it there. Kansas City is driving back through a snowstorm that is settling in over Missouri tonight. Obviously stay safe, best of luck, and safe travels to them. There's Marquez on the goal. Top shelf seemed to be where a lot of these shots were going. And we will send it back to Angela down on the field. She is with our representative from the St. Louis Ambush. It looks like it's Richard Schmerman with Angela Sharp and Robbie Chris.
Apparently I have everybody now. Right here is Richard. Now, we all know that the defense helped keep your team in this game. How are you guys so fired up today?
I mean, those first 2 games of the season, they put a bad taste in our mouth. So we definitely wanted some revenge, and we got it.
You definitely got it. We were all into this game. Everybody in the stands was into this game. What are we going to do for Sunday?
Well, much needed rest tonight, but same mentality. I mean, from the get-go, we're coming at them hard from the start to finish.
It seems like you guys are really gelling right now. Is that true?
It is. It is. We're coming together a little bit more each day. And I love this group.
I love that. Now, we heard from Kansas City, they can hear the crowd. The fans are really helping them, or actually not helping them get into it. Does that help you guys get into it?
100%. I mean, when we came back, we tied it. I mean, I could hear them every step of the way, building us back up, and they got us back in it.
Got us back in it. I absolutely love that. All right, so Sunday, more of the same?
Yep, we're coming back at them.
Let's hear it, everybody, for Richard right here in your St. Louis Ambush.
That is Richard Schmerman, played extremely well for this Ambush defense. Give the Ambush defense a lot of credit in this game. A 6-5 win for the St. Louis Ambush. Really just an onslaught by the Kansas City attack. They outshot the Ambush thoroughly in this game. The defense and, of course, the work of Pollo in net made a huge difference. Official number is Kansas City 41, St. Louis 18 on shots.
Wow.
But somehow the Ambush scores 6 times on 18 shots, led by Mo NDI. 2 goals and 3 assists officially in this game for Mo. He's the first star of the game. Pollo, he made a great debut here at the Family Arena. 8-2-1 on the save percentage in this game. Just faced 40-plus shots, was able to save enough of them to keep St. Louis in the game. JT Thomas, our third star, he had 2 goals in this game. What's your biggest takeaway here, Matt? Have you caught your breath yet?
Obviously, the defense for the Ambush was huge, but to get 6 goals on just 18 shots behind an incredible goaltender like Nicolau Neto, that is an incredible job by this offense. We talked about it being a huge defensive game. Obviously, just 6-5, but, man, the offense was incredible.
Kansas City scored at the 8:59 mark of the 4th, but the Ambush responded. It was Mo and then Tony Walls at 12:43 and 13:32 to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. A great save at the end by Pollo and a great save on the second opportunity as well. Ambush win it 6-5 here at the Family Arena until Sunday at 3:05 against the Chihuahua Savage. Joey Santaboni for my partner Matt Rocchio saying so long from St. Charles. This has been St. Louis Ambush Soccer on MASL TV in the Big 550 KTRS.